Coffee. Testing. I am drinking coffee right now. I'm drinking coffee. We are late as always. I'm gonna go check the YouTube channel right now and see if the stream is up. The shit didn't let me stream to FU Sports, so I'm doing it through FU TV. We're gonna go check FU TV right now. Let's see what's up with that. What up with that? What up? FUTV doesn't even fucking exist. Hey, we're gonna see if I can actually find this. Wish I had my cell phone here, but can't find it. I gotta use it through my cell phone. All right, we're gonna be starting the show. I'm gonna have to go look for my damn cell phone in a second. So here we go.
Retro.
All right, everybody, welcome to FU Sports. We're watching BKFC48 Dotson versus Ridge. Right now, we're watching two fighters. I don't exactly know who these guys are. I just started watching it right now. I just got back from doing a bunch of work stuff. As always, late. In the future, I'm going to try to focus on this stuff and have it all done early. It looks like we got it looks like a finish. I don't know. I don't know if it's an eye poke or we're going to see right now. One of the fighters is down on the ground screaming in pain. Let's see what's up with this dude. So we're going to see what's up with this guy. We have Edinburgh and Gates in the ring right now. And I don't know. I think it's Gates who's on the ground with screaming in pain. It looks like maybe an eye poke, possibly. But he's down on the ground, and he's waving it off like he doesn't want to continue. Maybe the orbital broke. Maybe I think weird. We have a minute and 43 seconds left in the second round. It's the middle of the round.
Fight.
It looks like Edinburgh is coming up and trying to help out his sportsman who has ICP tattoos all over his back. And the fight seems to be getting stopped in the second round. I would just call this a KO. Okay, so this guy's very, very overly tattooed. Edinburgh has like almost full body tattoos. It's really weird. You got Carlos Conduit in the corner of UFC fame. All right, so it's weird. So this fight's been stopped. All right, Bob is here. We're gonna set up her microphone. All right, so it looks like this I think this is the first fight of the main card. This is BKFC48 Dotson versus Riggs. This is actually free right now. If anybody wants to watch it, you have to go to bareknuckles.com. Just put your information in there, you know, your email address and all that, and you can watch it for free. It's probably worth a $7 subscription, man. I was thinking about it. $7 is definitely worth the stuff. They're doing some pretty good cards. I mean, it's worth $7, that's for sure. It's $50 a year, $7 a month. And they're putting on multiple cards. I feel like they have a card every weekend almost, it seems like. So, this is a big finish. Looked like he got maybe a broken orbital for Gates. Looked like Gates ate a good shot right on the cheekbone there. Are you eating or do you want to get on? All right, so we're gonna probably be doing ASMR in a minute because Bob's eating. So I'm gonna be putting her microphone whenever she's ready, if she's ready to do it. I'm drinking a coffee, delicious McDonald's coffee. McDingle's coffee. Let's see if we can maybe have a little bit of the audio from here. If I can get that in here. Yeah, let's see if that's funneling into here. I think it is. All right, so they're doing a promo. We're gonna have a YouTuber. There's gonna be a YouTuber in here having his bare knuckles debut. It's really weird. I forgot his name. I gotta go look it up. The YouTuber guy. They're showing a promo right now of something called Bucked Up. I guess it's an energy drink.
Desperate for common ground.
People just pouring energy drinks on their faces.
This, we agree.
Yeah, it is a bad idea. Bob just said something, but you can't hear her. I'll turn her mic on. Okay, we're gonna go check the audio sensitivity because that's why we had the echo the last time. I just put Bob's mic on. All right, so it's still set to 5. I'm gonna lower some of the background audio. See, we got a lot of police sirens going on in the background. Okay, they're still doing promos of the upcoming fights. And I'm going to check the YouTube page on my cell phone this time, where I couldn't find it on my computer. I'm going to see it on the cell phone. We're doing it live. Okay. I'm checking it right now. It seems I can hear the audio. I guess no one's into BKFC because there's no one in here yet, but let's hope somebody comes in later on. It don't matter. It's going to be here after. All right, so for anyone who doesn't know, John Dotson versus Ridge. I mean, John Dotson was a big UFC fighter. He was up there, man. He took it to Mighty Mouse Johnson. I thought he actually might have edged it. But they took it away from him. I mean, he hurt Prime Mighty Mouse many times. He's a really good fighter. All right, so now we're having a... All right, so we got another fight here. We got 2 ladies. And this fight is for... the main event of this card is for the flyweight champion. It's a flyweight championship fight in bare knuckles. It's going to be good. It's going to be good, bro. And for anybody who's just joining us, this is FU Sports. Subscribe. We're awesome. We're awesome. All right. All right, they're still doing a build-up for the next fight. Get a little audio in here.
Didn't care if she was getting hit. She's got to be careful doing that. I mean, you can win some fights like that, but look at her face right there. Every time she just came forward with harder shots. So that's what she wants to do. Come forward, get in her opponent's face.
All right, checking the audio again. We're still waiting. They're building up the next fight. And the fighters are entering the ring right now. Again, this is free on BKFC.com. You just got to put in your information. Just put in your phone number, your email address, all that good stuff. You know, you can do it. Don't be cheap, all right? Don't be like this guy here.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
It's not a piece of shit. This is probably going to be a good fight. This lady is coming out to Chop Suey, one of the most not played out songs of System of a Down. Yeah. Yep, that's an old one. That's an oldie but a not goodie. It was probably good like 20 years ago, but it's just boring now. How many times I got to hear this song? All right, Bob, you got something to say?
One thing she said about her opponent too, she's not worried about her power, so she's got to be careful with that.
Whatever song they walk into.
Sometimes you can, sometimes you got to be careful.
Wouldn't that be
with
more
that.
interesting than seeing them just...
Can you get closer to your mic, Bob?
Sorry. Is this better?
Yes.
Canst thou hear me?
Just it's peaking. I gotta check the sensitivity again. My computer's doing this weird thing where it's changing the sensitivity automatically. I don't understand why. So now I know I have to keep checking it. Because when she jumped on, it might have shot itself up. It looks like it's still at 5. Joins the chat. Just tell us how it sounds. We have our next woman fighter entering the ring. Hopefully my audio is not peaking over here. Doesn't seem to be peaking right now, but yes, the number 2 audio is definitely peaking. That is weird. Just lowered Bob's audio slightly. Let me shoot mine up for vocals. All right. I just brought my. Okay, who is this? Who is this, Bob? There's a woman entering the ring with a cowboy hat on and a really fringy skirt. It's not much of a skirt there. And my dogs are over here barking where I'm about to get kicked out of the room.
I think Sheep said it best, huh?
Yes.
She's got pizzazz, though.
It's really rainy out here tonight, isn't it, Bob? It is damp in the city.
This chick is having a grand old time, but her face is rough.
And she looks like she's done a little bit of meth in her day.
Taking some hard shots to the face.
All right, she's got the fringy. She's got fringe on top of shorts. Looks a little bit more manly than the fighter Ennis, the boxer. I think she looks a little more manly than him. Okay, our dogs are in here making lots of sounds, and so they're gonna need to get kicked out in a minute. They're still checking lady fighters and doing the old pat down, like they have a weapon in their underwear or something.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of places she could hide an armament.
She looks like she might have meth somewhere.
She's an interesting looking lady. But we're not here to judge what she looks like. We're here to judge how she punches.
All right,
She receives punches to her face.
and here's that weird guy. He wears like these really like flamboyant like suits.
Camouflage.
Which one?
From like.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, not really. More like fetal alcohol syndrome done.
Remember when he used to dress up like a.
She got some muscle. She's showing her gains right now.
She looks like when Marilyn Manson used to dress up like a genderless alien.
That thing can give birth, possibly.
Well, let's not score on her because she's not the prettiest lady that has ever.
She's okay. She's like a solid 4. This other lady looks like Beavis from Beavis and Butthead. Sydney Smith. She looks better in her picture. Yeah, they have a poster behind her back, and she looks way better there.
This is the real life moment of pictures you tag of yourself versus pictures other people tag of you.
Okay, so here we go.
Cowboys on her top.
Let me see. Maybe I'll score this. I think we're going to be scoring the main event.
She looks. Her eyebrow is all the way up and out her face.
I'm going to be making a BKFC scorecard soon. I haven't made it, so I'm probably going to be using the boxing card for it, or possibly the MMA card. We'll see. Oh, Smith is already out. And look, whoa, she was already dropped. Smith's already been dropped. No, I think that's Smith who was dropped. The red card, Shaw. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was getting it mixed up. Yeah, I think it was. Am I wrong? They look sort of like the same person. Yes, Shaw was dropped, not Smith. Smith dropped her. She don't have much of a chin, does she? She's very lean. All right.
Also be that they tripped.
We got a lot of hair holding here.
It's a girl fight, man.
These some rough ladies. And you have the black Homer Simpson breaking them up.
Do you not see their faces? Of course they're.
All right, so it was Shaw who was dropped. And Smith is getting caught right now. Shaw is angry. We got the inside battle here. A lot of dirty boxing, a lot of dirty boxing happening right in here. It looks like Smith is getting the better of it, or actually Shaw is getting the better of it. Smith is bleeding right now. Smith is bleeding over her right eye. Wow, this is getting real rough over here.
I feel like they drafted these ladies from Backyard Beeps.
What do they call that again? What's it called?
You know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I just forgot the name of it.
I forgot the name of it, so I decided to back to
Street beef. Street beef. That's street beefs.
That's the level of skill on display here.
Yeah, so Shaw has lost a point for pulling hair. Yeah, Shaw's holding the hair. Yeah, this ain't no like sissy boxing here, guys. You can't do the Floyd Mayweather shit in here.
I don't know, man.
Oh, Shaw is rocking Smith with his big right hands, and then they're all tied up again. And now it seems Smith is holding the hair. Smith is sneaking in those hair holding. Smith's face is all busted up. Big straight right hand from Shaw. Smith see the big straight right hand.
Smith escaped from Raccoon
Smith
City.
is falling backwards on the ropes like she just got pulled over for a DUI. The cops are giving the breathalyzer.
The stances, man. That's
Smith
what
lands some good body shots there. This is a close round. She was dropped in this round, or was she dropped the previous round?
First round.
Damn, this round went on for a long time, didn't it? Damn, Shaw's face is all fucked up right now, but
Everybody's face is all fucked up.
her face is all kinds of beat up. But that's close round, actually.
I have to say, this is a more interesting round than I've seen in like the last 4 boxing fights, like regular boxing that we've seen.
Yes, there's actually, like I said, this is worth a $7 subscription. That people are missing out not watching this sport.
I mean,
They're not putting around in here. In the boxing nowadays, pro boxing is just so pussified. Like bare knuckles is really where it's at right now.
That one round was more interesting than Terrence Crawford's entire
Yeah, it was
career.
better than the entire Spence. It was better than the entire card. That
than his
both.
whole career.
That was better than both
That
the.
was 2 fighters actually going out and doing something.
Yeah, trying to win.
I mean,
Good round.
you know.
I'm gonna get my card out so we can start scoring this. I call that a 9-8 round. Actually, it could have been. Some people would call it an 8-9 round. Actually, we're gonna use our MMA card for this because these are 5 rounds.
This is much more like MMA than boxing.
No, we're gonna use it because the MMA has 5 rounds, and yes, it is similar to MMA in that you can hold and you can.
They're almost grappling.
Shaw is beating the shit out of Smith right now. Not Brendan Shaw, not that dude from that cheesy dude from the Joe Rogan podcast. This is the Shaw who's actually like good at fighting.
Does Brendan Shaw even exist anymore?
I think he does.
He hasn't been relevant.
He looks sort of like the human cockroach, doesn't he?
He is a cockroach.
There's something about him. He looks like a live action cockroach.
I mean, but so does Smith right now.
You know who Smith reminds me of? Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
She's like, my precious.
And also remember the guy from Men in Black who was actually the like cockroach alien?
Yes.
She looks kind of like her.
So you're saying
If he had a sister?
so you're saying she looks like a cockroach alien.
A little bit. If he had a sister.
All right.
That or she escaped from Raccoon City. Either one.
So it both fighters in the center of the ring. It looks like Shaw's taking center stage. She's really taking it to Smith. Smith had that one moment, and it looks like Shaw's been taking over
But I
ever
don't
since.
think that moment was a true like actual punch caused knockdown. I think that she tripped over the other one's feet because they both ran at each other.
It looked like a clean shot to me.
I mean, you could be right. From where I was sitting, it looked like she just kind of tripped and fell.
Nice left hook from Shaw. Smith pressing Shaw against the ropes, landing some good body shots. But Shaw, to me, it looks like Smith is wilting.
Yep.
Smith just looks like a meth head who got into this. I mean, she's balding in the middle of her head. Okay.
I think what's kind of confusing is I'm not as familiar with bare knuckles boxing as I am with traditional boxing.
Yes.
So I can't tell if this is like actually technically good
No, it's not technically good.
because it looks like a mess.
I mean, for bare knuckles fighting, this is good. These are not terrible. A lot of clinch fighting. A lot of what's called dirty boxing.
Okay. Because I'm looking at this, what is that stance? What is the
No,
stance? They're just winging stuff.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. But it looks like Smith is taking over. Shaw, yes. Sorry. Yeah, I'm setting up the scorecard right now. Last minute.
Remind me which fighter is which.
Yes. So I'm setting up the scorecard, so I'm like messing up names.
I have to say though, you know, a lot of women's sports is not actually terribly interesting.
This is good.
The WNBA is stupid. I don't know why it exists. However, these two, they're earning their keep tonight.
Yes, I mean, they came here to win. They're not fucking around. We got both fighters in the center of the ring. Shaw's just coming in with a nice kind of little push jab. Not trying to just basically a range find. Then she shoots in this nice straight right hand.
Although, I don't know, man. Smith is, when she gets off the shot, she puts a lot behind it.
All right. Hey, Bob, call it for a minute. I'm setting up the scorecard.
Shaw continues to be dominant. Smith is holding on for dear life against the ropes. Shaw's doing a lot of nice inside body work. Smith is just holding. I think Smith is exhausted. The ref just broke them up when they had already broken themselves up, which was kind of superfluous. Yeah, I think Smith is out. I would be very surprised if she made it the full 5 rounds.
It does look like she's kind of wilting under the pressure.
I mean, they're both obviously exhausted, but Smith isn't even like...
She's never, I mean, she got the knockdown and she's not looking good.
I think it was kind of a fluke. If it was actually a knockdown, it was a fluke. Shaw's just teeing off on Smith, left head shot. Smith is holding. Shaw's doing inside body work, off the short punches, but they've got the snap on.
These dogs are like going insane in here. Sorry about that. My dogs are barking.
Round number 3 of 5. Smith is there for the taking. Shaw just needs to seal the deal.
She's wilting. She's wilting.
Shaw is also slowing down.
Yeah, but Smith is really feeling it.
Yeah, Smith is just holding on for dear life at this point. She's throwing some inside body work, but it doesn't look like there's a ton of pop on it.
There isn't. There's nothing there. She's gassed. She needs to work on her stamina.
Yeah. I mean, I think that she took some really solid headshots early on, and I don't know that she worked. Like, Shaw really brought it to her in round 1 right after she got back up from the knockdown.
Yeah, she did.
And I think she hurt Smith, and Smith is like, Smith came out really strong in round 1 and then has not been the same fighter since. So I don't know what happened. But I wouldn't be surprised if they announced that there was some sort of an injury, like a broken jaw, broken eye, orbital bone, something like that. Because she's just holding. She's holding and trying to avoid taking head damage.
That's her cross and laying on you is all she's got.
Yeah, I just think she doesn't look like a very healthy lady, Smith. She's very she's just very skinny and unhealthy looking. She looks like she smoked cigarettes like 3 packs in preparation for this one. Like she's powered by meth. Sorry about that.
She's from Virginia.
Deep breath.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Sean, that is the beauty of using that inside clinch the way that Shaw has. You slow your opponent down so much.
I'm gonna see if our card works because I didn't set it up.
Interesting is these ring girls are basically in
Oh my god.
like little thongs.
Of course they are. They have to be, right?
It's just odd. I don't get it, but whatever. I don't think I'm the target audience for that. Alright. So
Alright.
does a little flurry in the beginning, and then Shaw immediately gets back her up on the ropes. Doing some pulls to the body.
Our card is not lined up. I'm gonna line it up.
Once or twice, but mostly Smith is just rolling into the head. I think she's probably oh! Smith managed to get Shaw against the ropes, and Shaw is now bleeding. Looks like from a headbutt or a head flash. Shaw's eye is bleeding very severely. I mean, this is like a very metal fight. Like, wow, this should be a cradle of filth cover. We're both kind of stepping back.
Sorry about the broken card, people. I have to adjust it.
I think that Shaw's vision may be obscured because she's not coming forward anymore. They're probably going to need a doctor to look at her eye because that is bad. We have about a minute left in this round number 4 of 5. Neither one of them is really stepping forward anymore. I think that they've both taken pretty significant damage to the face and head. And I think that they're both trying to kind of work the clock down at this point. Shaw is hurt. She's badly hurt, it looks like.
He looks like, yeah, she's getting pressed.
They're going to need to get a doctor in there to look at her.
Yeah, but Shaw's eye looks a little busted up, but Smith looks like she's taking a walloping over here, right?
Yeah, but Shaw, I don't think he's seen.
But out of that red eye?
Because Shaw is not landing accurately.
And Shaw's right eye is like covered in blood. Her eye's almost swollen shut. It looks like
I think it was a headbutt. They kind of came in for
there's a head clash of heads.
I was
Yeah.
bleeding very severely.
Shaw doesn't give up, man.
She doesn't give up, but I think she also can't see.
She's got a nice right hand. She's landing some big punches. Obviously, she makes a lot of technical mistakes when it comes to boxing. She's raining shots down.
When are they going to call?
She was raining shots on Shaw at the end of that round. She's raining shots down on Smith. They've come to the end of the 4th round.
They need to both of these. Honestly, if I was Smith's
Who do you think won that round?
Shaw, but if I was Smith's corner, I would call. I would throw the towel. Smith is taking too much damage. Like, Smith isn't even punching anymore. She's just standing there. Like, there's nothing left. If her corner doesn't call, then they don't care about her continuing to be alive.
Who?
Smith.
Oh yeah, Smith is taking a walloping. She's taking a big beating.
They need to call Smith. They need to call. Her team needs to.
We have a very broken card here right now, people. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to adjust my graphics.
Alright, we're heading into round 5, the final round.
We have a very broken scorecard here.
Both of these fighters are making it in to round 5.
I gotta really adjust my card. Like it's always glitching.
To make sure that she's capable.
Sorry about the scorecard, people, but you can see it. We have Smith. Smith is up, right? Smith is winning it. Shaw. I keep getting their names confused. I'm sorry.
Smith's face is very swollen. Shaw's eyes seem to stop bleeding. Shaw's coming in.
Yes. Yeah, they're going to war. Both ladies are in the corner, right against the ropes, just trading blows. Looks like Shaw's really stepping it up in this round. She sees that she's losing. You don't think Shaw's losing? Oh, God, I get these women mixed up. Yes, Smith. Smith is the one who's losing, yes. Shaw is beating her ass. Smith has a big swollen eye, and she's just busted up everywhere. But even with that...
Shaw has kind of taken her foot off the gas. I think that injury to her eye really knocked her back a step or two.
Yeah.
Both of her eyes are quite swollen. She's bleeding heavily from either her nose or her mouth, possibly both. These ladies have been teeing off on each other's faces pretty much the entire time.
Yeah, they've been beating the shit out of each other, but I think Shaw's getting the best of it.
Yeah.
She's landing the harder, better punches, and more of them. Smith's been gassed since the second round.
Smith's corner needed to fall at this point. This is just irresponsible at this point. I think Shaw's looking at the ref.
I mean, in this sport, anybody's got a puncher's chance, I guess, so they're not going to stop it like that. Smith has really messed Shaw's face up, man. She's so busted up.
But I don't think it was punches. I think it was clash.
Yeah, she got a bump on the top of her head. She's just all beat up. All right, so we got Smith standing her ground, not landing anything.
Her cheekbone is incredibly swollen, which is
Yeah, she might. Yeah.
Because after round 1, she has not been back in this fight.
No, she hasn't.
She's just been trying.
She is landing some stuff. She's just landing a nice right hand. Nice lead right hand from Smith. We come to the end of this contest. All right, so. Yep.
You know what? Honestly, these two went to war. I have a lot of respect for both of them, as much as we may have been making fun of their appearance. Like, these ladies just put on a better fight than, I've seen any of your, top 10 boxers put on.
I mean, they look better than Ennis. Better than a lot of those PVC fighters.
I don't think Floyd Mayweather ever had a round.
He never had a fight as exciting as these 4 or 5 rounds we just witnessed. Okay, here we go. Here's the scorecard. Yes, I understand the scorecard. This card needs to be fixed. It's very glitched out. This is like every week now. I should have adjusted this before the broadcast, but I just didn't. So this is what you get, bro.
Smith has a broken jaw. Called it.
Oh, broken jaw. I thought you said broken orbital. Okay, so I'm just going to see if I can adjust the card before the next fight.
So yeah, Smith has a broken jaw.
I don't understand. Like, how do I adjust this thing?
I would be very surprised.
I'm
if
adjusting my card.
Shaw doesn't put a broken hole to the bone. I mean, these ladies, they went really hard. You gotta give a lot of respect.
Yes, they all go hard. That's why I like this sport.
385. A lot of punches being thrown. Both girls about
Shaw
the same on
landed almost
accuracy.
300 strikes.
Yeah, the people here, they don't fuck around in bare knuckle fighting.
And look at that inside the clinch. That's
Okay.
But in the clinch is really where you see the difference. Shaw landed almost 200 strikes in the clinch.
Yes.
You know, that's
my-
incredible. That's like Manny Pacquiao levels over
Yes.
punches and bunches.
Yeah, my scorecard is screwed up. I gotta readjust it.
I think there's no question the Shaw won this
Yes.
contest. Although, honestly, both of them could be very proud of what they did in
I know
this
she
show
had to
today.
talk about the last time I mentioned she wasn't
Hopefully
going
they get to
jabs
the
ever since she had her hands up.
Yes. I'm just gonna adjust this card before the next fight, everyone. I don't want it to be all glitchy like this. Let's see if I put some black in here.
We send it to Jeff Houston. Ladies and
All right,
gentlemen,
the announcement is coming up for the winner.
scheduled 5 rounds. Our judges at ringside are all in agreement at 47-46. For your winner, by unanimous decision, Melanie.
All right, we're going to check the stream because my OBS is saying it's reconnected successful. It disconnected for some odd reason. I'm going to go check to see if the stream is still
One
working.
thing I'll say about
What the
boxers
heck?
like this is that I appreciate this so much more than these flashy shit talkers. A lot of these guys think they need to be a heel or a villain to drive fights. No, you just need to be a good fighter. You need to be an entertaining fighter. If you have to rely on your mouth to put butts in seats, then you don't deserve to be in the ring. And I hate the shit talking. I hate the performance art. Like, just put on a damn good show, and then your audience will come. Like, it's not a mystery. Need to be a heel or a villain to drive.
I'm just checking the audio, everyone. Making sure all of our audio's working. Speak, Bob, into the mic. I want to see if your audio's working.
I like dumplings.
What the heck? Okay. Well, hopefully her mic is connected. I know your mic has got its audio on. I'm going to go and check and see if it's turned on. Yes, it is. Your mic should be working.
I think it wasn't.
Yes, I know, but things mess up all the time. That's just the way it is when you're doing this kind of stuff. We got John Dotson right now who's getting
Wasn't John Dodson in the UFC?
Yes, he was. He fought Mighty Mouse twice.
That's why
Yes,
I recognize him.
Yeah, he's got a very comical look to him. He's very like cartoony. He's actually a lot like Mighty
I
Mouse.
was about to say, he's like Mighty Mouse.
He's a very happy guy. That's what it seems like. I'll be right back. You, Bob, you take it over.
Happy guy.
You just call some of this stuff out.
I mean, mostly they're just doing the nonsense, razzle dazzle.
They're building up the main event right now, which isn't coming on yet because it's only 9:48. The main card just started. We've seen 2 fights of the main card so far. I don't know how long. These cards go kind of long.
Do you know how many fights are on this card?
I'm not sure. I have to go look into it. I'll be right back. They're now talking to John Dotson. I'll be right back. Bob is going to be talking. I'm going to put some Streets of Rage music on for you guys. Be right back.
Does it feel any different tonight?
Absolutely not. Because of the fact that I'm already at home, the
The whole
belt's just
concept
gonna
of
be back
bare
here
knuckles
because we already know
boxing
I'm the baddest man alive.
It's interesting because
Let me
you
ask you
almost
this,
think
Jeremy
like,
feels confident he can
wow,
beat
it's
you.
going to be
Is
so
there
much
anything you're
more
worried about from his game tonight?
harmful
Nothing, because I know
for
myself,
the
I know I'm
fighters,
the
and it
true
certainly looks
champion in this
more
division.
impressive.
Not only that,
But
everybody
from what I'm
is always very
told,
confident before they
because
get
you
hit in the
don't
mouth.
have that
So there it
confidence
is, folks.
that you
Could
get
he
from having
be
pillows
your
strapped
first
to your
ever
hands,
BKFC flyweight champion?
people pick their
John
shots a lot better
Dotson
because your
ready
hands can get
for
hurt.
the main event.
So,
It's going down tonight
you know,
here in the
there
Tingley
is some
Coliseum.
redemption, some protection in there for the fighters.
To the middleweight
I
division.
really
we
am not a
go.
huge fan of all of the filler, but looks like our next fight is
Jumps out the
Sanchez
page
versus
at you right here.
Lacaze.
Height
Lacaze.
advantage, a 7
I'm not sure how to
reach
pronounce his
advantage.
last name.
Like Lacaze
Not
has
familiar
gotta
with either
utilize
of these
that jab
fighters.
and that
Don't know
reach
much about
to keep
them.
Sanchez from
One
getting close enough to do
6'7",
damage.
Jesus.
3 fights in bare knuckle fighting
Blake
championship for Blake
Lacaze is
including this past
damn near 7
February,
feet
when he
tall.
defeated Brett Williams by
Belongs
30
in
rounds.
basketball, not boxing.
We talked about that reach and that
This
jab.
is
Look,
probably
every
going to
time he
be
throws that,
a very uneven
he
fight
can do
because
damage.
even
A
though
great
Sanchez
job.
is
He's a
6
good
foot,
range fighter, but at the same
having a
time,
7-inch
he
height
does damage
advantage,
with it. He told us
you
in
just
our
have the
interviews we
ability
haven't
to
even
tee
seen
off
him
on
go
your
power
opponent's
with that
face
right hand because he hasn't been to
because
yet.
you have
Definitely
so
wants
much
to
more
utilize that
leverage.
bench fight,
And it
land
also
that
makes
hard
it
right
very,
hand,
very
but
difficult for
control
your
the range
opponent to
with
punch
this
you
jab.
in the
He's telling
face
us he's
because
long
they are
enough,
having
he
to
understands
punch
range
up,
enough, and he
which
utilizes
leaves them
it. He's gonna be
vulnerable.
tough to beat.
So I don't know that this is going to be terribly competitive unless the case is just not very good. But yeah, this is why I think that in combat sports specifically, it shouldn't just be a weight class. It should also be a height factor. Like, if you are beyond a certain inch difference from your opponent, you shouldn't be able to fight them. It's just not going to be a truly, even-handed match. And I know that no two fighters are truly, like, equal, but that's just such a significant advantage. Now, it's possible that Lacaze is just terrible. And he won't be able to do anything with that advantage, but I think generally speaking, if there's a 7-inch, height difference, I don't really know that that's a fight that should happen.
If you look away for 1 second, you don't keep your hands up, you don't keep everything perfect, the fight could be over. He will
Guy is getting ready to go in the ring like rather slowly, taking his time. And you can see his height on his face. That's the face that has not taken a lot of damage because he is taller than every single one of his opponents always.
Punches, but hard punches.
Talked about throwing that jab, that 1-2, but
he's taller than everybody.
Following with that 3. It's that second punch
This
coming
is
from that left
ridiculous.
hand that can do a lot of
This
damage.
is almost like original UFC status, where it's like a midget versus a person with giantism.
Attribute as a fighter is to be a brawler. He's going to keep trying to come in. I cannot let either happen. I can't let
Other
him
Bob
brawl.
has
I can't
returned.
let him establish himself on the
All right, I'm back. Well, who are these guys we're watching right here?
This is Blake Lacaze. He's 6'7", versus Gabriel Sanchez, who is 6 foot even. And I was just remarking that when there's that much of a height difference, I don't think they should fight each other because I don't think it's going to be a really overly interesting match.
All right.
Donald Sanchez set for fight number 2 in BKFC. You hear the pop for Sanchez?
I'm not sure who. I don't know.
New Mexico. Sanchez,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I know there's Gabriel from the UFC. There's the Mexican wrestler dude, Sanchez.
I just feel like I know the name Gabriel Sanchez.
Just sounds like a very Hispanic name. I guess he looks kind of Spanish to me. Sanchez. Yeah, next time we're gonna have our scorecard fixed up. Don't you worry. It's getting better and better. FU Sports. Subscribe. Remember.
Looks like a
Subscribe.
the trucker version of Oscar De La Hoya. If you look at his face, it's like an Oscar De La Hoya and Alex
What the
Jones.
fuck is this piece of shit?
All right, so we got both fighters entering the ring. We have
They look like a cross between Oscar De La Hoya and
who the fighter, the guy there, the guy we're looking at right now. I don't know. I'd have to get a closer look at him. He does look a little bit like Oscar De La Hoya mixed with Alex Jones. I agree. He's got sort of like a weird fade mullet going on. Yeah, a mullet. He's got a mullet. I've just adjusted our microphones. Hopefully that makes them sound cleaner. I was listening to it in the thing. It sounds a little muffled. Right now, I hope they sound better. We're both kind of peaked out a little bit, but hopefully it's all good. I know I just peaked out a second ago. It just muffled out. This is just how it is when you're doing live recording, people. Live. We're doing it live. FU Sports. Subscribe. Do it now. You love this. You know you love this. You're going to be watching it after we do this. Hopefully. If not, we're just going to keep doing this. You're not going to stop us. You are not going to stop us from doing these live streams. We're not going to stop. No, we're not going to stop. And I know you guys are copying me, and stop doing it. Come up with your own stuff. All right. So, Beth, call. Oh, wait. That's our dog. So Bob, call him out. Who we got here?
Alex Jones' love child.
You got to get closer to that mic, Bob.
That is the love child of Oscar De La Hoya and Alex Jones, known as Douglas Sanchez.
All right.
Questionable tattoos.
You speak louder into your mic, please. We're going to have to run a mic test because I don't really hear Bob.
Can you stop fixating on bullshit and actually just call the goddamn fight? Is
Okay.
that possible?
Okay, so I'm going to bring up the second thing so then we can hear Bob. Speak, Bob.
I am speaking.
Just call the fight, Bob. What do you see?
I see two fighters who should not be fighting each other because Blake Lacaze is 7 inches taller than Donald Sanchez. So this is just stupid.
Yeah, we have a really, really big guy in there. There's a giant versus a very small man.
I mean, Donald Sanchez is 6 feet tall. He's not small.
There's a guy. How tall is the other guy?
6'7".
Oh, my Lord.
That's why I was saying I think that it shouldn't just be a weight class. It should also be a height
It
factor.
looks like we have Struve in there from the UFC. What weight is this?
They're both 175.
Wow, 175, 6'7", huh?
Yep. Well,
Pretty insane.
Sanchez is 6 feet tall. He's not a little dude either. They're both kind of, well, I mean, anybody next to a guy who's 6'7" is going to look kind of little.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, you might as well throw Mighty Mouse in there. At
Well,
least he
Sanchez
could, like,
eating a
leap
good
off
right
the
hand.
ropes.
Sanchez eating a big right hand. Round
Because
number
of
1
course
we're
he
in. Forgot to do that. I got to do that for every round.
Lacaze seems to be having problems with his trunks. They're both kind of measuring each other, but, you know, Sanchez has definitely got an uphill battle here, literally, because he's fighting a guy who's
Oh, he
7
rocked.
inches
Sanchez
taller.
just rocked the giant.
I don't know.
Sanchez has just rocked the giant.
I think that was a body shot.
I think it was a left hook. I thought it was a left hook. Big left
Oh,
hook.
whoa!
Oh, no, I think he's out. Wow, and there's no way that this guy's he's gonna come back.
He's
What's his name? Lacaze?
because he's from Louisiana.
Oh, wait, he's gonna get knocked out.
Yeah, he
He
is.
just got dropped. He's been hit with about 3 really hard left hooks.
Yeah, I mean Sanchez
He
is
needs to
punching
he
up
doesn't put his hands up. He
effectively.
ate another left hook.
He doesn't put his hands up because he doesn't usually need to block his face.
Yeah, he's so tall.
His head's usually high enough.
He fights short. It's gonna wait. He's gonna another right hand. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm honestly surprised he stood
Mexican
up.
Alex Jones has just won that round for sure. He got a knockdown. He's breathing a little heavy there, which is kind of concerning.
I feel like Donald Sanchez drives like a pickup truck with stuff in
We've
the
come
back
to
of it
the
all
end
the
of
time.
the first round. We're going into round number 2. They're showing the replay right now. You can see Sanchez land this really nice left hook, short left hook. Stand this big left hook. We're going into round number 2 now. I mean, the fight looked like it was almost over in the first.
Lacaze went Bambi mode.
That's Lacaze.
All of his limbs were going in different directions.
He looked like he was ready to give up on that stool. He didn't look right. That's obviously a Sanchez round.
You don't say?
In the previous fight, I made the first round a 10-9 round. The reason for that is that, what was her name again? The lady that won?
Shaw.
Yeah, Shaw made a big comeback. It was so close that I made it a 10-9 round instead of an 8-9 round. All right, we're going into round number 2.
Sanchez
Both
is
men
ready to
descend the
rumble.
ring. All right, so we got the big man stepping. It's a real hard
Oh.
shot. Lacaze just landed a big straight right hand. He ain't playing around. He's trying to get that distance. He's trying to get his second wind over here. But he seems to be open, like he just cannot avoid this left hook.
Because he's not used to having to block
Now
his
he's
head.
holding,
It looked like they were strangling
holding
each other.
Sanchez's hands. All right, so both men in the center of the ring. The tall man throwing out the big trying to jangling out that little jab, sort of like a rangefinder, and shooting in that straight right hand. Throwing a long left hook, missing everything, but still, he's got the right idea. He's trying to get I guess his corner told him to get the distance because obviously the taller fighter. Taking some steps back to avoid the hook. Looks like Chaz is trying to make the adjustment there.
Chaz?
I call him Chaz, Chaz.
Lacaze?
Lacaze, okay, sorry.
Who
I
is
call him Chaz. I don't know why I call him Chaz. I was thinking of Chaz Bono.
You combined Sanchez and Lacaze.
Sanchez.
Ooh, Lacaz looks a little nervous.
Sanchez is just shooting in with the big looping left and right.
I don't
hooks.
know if
It's real-
Sanchez is Mexican, but he sure fights like
He's
one.
trying to just get that knockout. That's all he's trying to do. He's not trying to like pepper the guy. He's got a lot of reach on Sanchez. He still landed a.
Ooh.
Oh, it's rabbit punches over here. Those some big rabbit punch. Sanchez does not want this fight to go on too long. I mean, a lot of those. That's a rabbit punch. Sanchez is throwing you see, watch the back of the head.
I have to like the refs in this sport seem to be actually on top of it.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's some rough stuff in here. You're seeing a lot of dirty stuff from Sanchez.
Sanchez neutralized Lacaz's height in that particular exchange.
Yeah, Lacaz is I mean, it's hard to judge this round. It was very close.
I would give it to Sanchez, honestly.
I don't know.
Lacaz came in strong,
He
but I
came in
think
real strong.
Sanchez closed it out.
Yeah. I guess that's another. I'll go with Bob. Yeah, I guess we'll give it to Sanchez.
Because Lacaz had a good start
I
to the
thought
round.
he controlled the bulk of it, but you know, it went both ways. I mean, you could have called it a draw round, really.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad if it was a draw.
But they're just gonna rate it as they usually would because they're not doing draw rounds in any of these sports nowadays. It's like they don't want nuance. Okay, so they're showing a replay right now of the previous round. Going into the third round. Next time we do these streams, obviously I'm going to set up my scorecard to do all the fights. I do have to set it up for the Dotson fight. We got here late as we always do, and we're going into round number 3. What is this?
I would argue we got here
rounds?
right on time. I think it's 5 rounds.
Fight.
Okay, we're in round number 3. Both men in the center of the ring. The cause is pushing forward like he did in the previous round. Throwing that nice straight right hand. Stepping in with it. Taking the center of the ring. Taking some steps back when Sanchez tries to come in. Because Sanchez's number one weapon in this fight is just those hooks. These big looping left-right hooks. Right.
I feel like Lacaz
has landed a decent jab there. It's not amazing. It's not an arm punch, but it is hard to hit him when he's throwing this stiff jab. Sanchez looks like he's trying to throw his right hook over that jab. He's unsuccessful so far.
But it's also interesting to see the different weight distribution. Sanchez is 175 at 6 foot even, and Lacaz is 175 at 6'7", and Lacaz just looks like a string bean.
Yeah, Kaz is very skinny. And he's very open because his arms are so long. He doesn't use his length very well. Kaz needs to use his length better. He fights too close. He really should just throw a jab, step back. Throw a jab, step back, right straight. Like that. But he doesn't do it. He just stands right there. He doesn't take his head off the line. His hands are real low. Like he is open for hooks all day. Now they're saying it's a good stiff jab. Not very good jab. He needs to take to the jab and step back because Sanchez is trying to catch him with these left and right hooks, and he has been successful.
It looks like Sanchez has absorbed a couple shots from Lacaz and is just shaking it off and fine. So
getting rough over here.
What?
He threw his head into the ropes. Sanchez just spun Kaz around and threw his head into the ropes.
I don't know. It almost seems like they're coming in here with some bad blood.
I think
Sanchez does not like him.
I think he's just frustrated. It looks like, doesn't it? All right,
I don't know.
I think it's another Sanchez round. Well, they're saying it's a much better round for Kaz, but I think Kaz's best round was the second.
I mean, it is a better round for Lacaz, but it is not a Lacaz round.
I thought Kaz's best round was the second one. This one would look more like a better round for Sanchez.
That's a name, Sparky McDuffie. I bet people.
All right, what are we
think
going into now? Round 4.
Yep.
Round 4, people.
Fight.
Going into round number 4. Fight. This is the card we have. Sorry I didn't write the names in yet. I'm going to see if it actually looks okay on the screen. It probably doesn't, but you get to see our score so far. The clean sweep. Oh, you can't see it at all. Our card is completely screwing up right now. I'm going to be fixing this. Don't worry. I will be fixing
Anyway,
this
we're
for the
into
next
round
one.
4.
You can't even see the numbers. I don't know what the hell is wrong with this. This does this like on every stream.
I think Lacaz was trying to do a touch hands, touch gloves
Yeah, I'm gonna
kind of
fix that
moment.
next time. But we have Sanchez winning. Just relax. Okay, we have Chaz winning. We have Sanchez winning, obviously. The scorecard will fix it eventually. Okay, we have Sanchez pressing forward. He's in the center of the ring. Kaz shooting in this jab. Not really imposing himself on this guy. He's really just kind of playing Sanchez's game. You know what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And this is what it looks like what Kaz wants. He thinks he's just going to do the same thing, and somehow magically he's going to start winning the fight. Sanchez is just doing more of the same, shooting in with the big hooks, dipping his head down, slipping around the jab, and just throwing looping left and right hooks. They now have Sanchez in the corner. They're checking his eye. He has a cut there. Doctor puts his thumb up. It's fine. The fight continues.
So are all of these fights 5 rounds?
I think so. All right, so you got Chaz, or Kaz, not Chaz.
Lacaz.
Yeah, I keep calling. Yeah, I don't like saying La. I'm gonna say Kaz because it's better. So Kaz shooting in with the jab, not landing. More of the same. Kaz taking center of the ring, trying to use his length, and Sanchez throwing his looping right hand over that jab. Lacaz really is not doing much of anything. He's just standing his ground, but he's not really landing much.
So are these people who do bare knuckles fighting often from other fight promotions?
Yeah, a lot of them are. A lot of them are like ex MMA fighters.
Because I could see Sanchez having a pretty good career. Sanchez is tenacious. He picks his shots well. He's got some power on his hands.
Yeah.
I would be interested to see him in more fights.
In what, bare knuckles?
Even UFC. I could definitely see him being good in UFC because he's got that low center of gravity, even though he's a tall dude. He'd probably be really, really good if he had some wrestling.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him. I just know that he's winning this fight, so it looks like to me. It looks like that was another Sanchez round. I'd be showing it on the scorecard, but the scorecard is kind of broken right now. All right, we got both fighters in the corner.
Lacaz is not okay.
Kaz needs a knockout to win this fight.
Back to the bikini ladies.
Back to the ladies with the little undies. This lady with little undies with the sign that says round 5. What?
It's so odd.
This is the 5th and final round.
Fight.
All right, so we're in the 5th and final round. Sanchez winning. We got him winning all the rounds. I think we had him winning every single round.
Yeah.
I
think that
Kaz needs a knockout. Kaz eating a big right hand.
And that's his kryptonite. That's the shot that put him down.
He's hurt again. Kaz is hurt again.
Yeah.
Kaz is holding on for his life. Sanchez standing his ground, slipping the jab.
Sanchez is pretty good.
Sanchez slipping and stepping forward. He's trying to close that gap and trying to knock out Lacaz. Chaz versus Kaz.
Sanchez has been a much more dominant striker. I don't think I agree with the last 2 rounds of them saying he's only landed 8 or 9 strikes in each. I don't think
who's he?
Sanchez.
Yeah, the
official card said that Sanchez only landed 8 shots in round 3 and 9 shots in round 4. I don't think that that's correct.
Yeah, probably isn't. Maybe they like the Giant. The Giant is getting slayed here.
Yeah, Sanchez is not messing around.
Chris, since the start of round number 3, even when Lacaz is missing,
He's got good movement. He's got good footwork. Like he's doing a lot of good stuff. I'm very curious.
Sanchez closing the gap. Landing a nice body shot, nice little short right uppercut.
And
went
he's
for the big left
punching
hook
as he
and
runs
completely missed.
backwards, which is pretty impressive.
All right. And Sanchez is coming to close the show while Kaz is just looking like he's just trying to survive. Kaz eats another big right hook. Sanchez still stepping forward, still closing that gap, stepping in with that right straight, a big right hook from Sanchez. Sanchez just closing the show. This is definitely a Sanchez win. They've come to the end of the 5 rounds. The end. This is the end of the fight. We're going into the decision.
It looks like Lacaz is about to pass out. Somebody needs to get him a Snickers bar.
Maybe they need to start calling him La Trash. Just kidding.
I don't think he's
Think
bad.
he's trash,
I just think
but
he's not as good as Sanchez. I think Sanchez is actually the dominant fighter
he
here.
is more dominant.
Which is interesting because before they actually started
What
fighting,
the
I was
fuck
thinking
is
that this
this
was going to be a
piece of
total
shit?
mismatch just because of Lacaz's height. But Lacaz doesn't capitalize on his height at all.
Look at it. They're saying we're looking at a draw. This was not a draw. This definitely was not a draw.
On what planet?
This guy's saying that it might be a draw. He dropped the guy and beat him like every single round.
He dropped him twice.
Oh, he dropped him twice? I thought it was only once.
He dropped him twice.
So he dropped him twice, and they're saying it might be a draw. That's freaking insane. So they have this guy outlanding Sanchez. What the heck?
Were we all watching the same
65
fight?
to 70.
That's distance strikes.
That's distance?
Yeah.
Okay. Where does
On
it say
regular
distance?
strikes, Sanchez outlanded Lacaz.
Because it says attempted.
That was a category called distance strikes.
did a lot of what they wanted
Got
to
it.
do. Sanchez was effective with the overhands, effective on the inside. Kaz was effective with his jab, his hook jab, and controlling the fight at range.
He's saying that Kaz controlled the fight at range. I don't believe that. I think this is a clear win for Sanchez. A pretty clear win. I'm going to test the scorecard for a second, see what it looks like because I reset it. But we have Sanchez winning this fight. I'm going to test the scorecard.
We said it earlier this evening.
All right, still broken.
Generally right on. A delay means something usually.
Why is this gentleman walking around with his trousers so low I can see his underwear?
All right, so the guy just said that they might, that when they take a long time to score these, that some fishy stuff's going on. Looks like Chaz has got getting some special treatment here because he clearly lost the fight, and they're having issues trying to score this.
After completing the scheduled 5 rounds, our judges at ringside scored this fight 50-44, 48-46, and 50-44, all in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Donald!
Perfect.
Okay, so
Exactly
Sanchez
as
won.
I-
Our scorecard is completely broken.
Wow, Sean, we were way off there. I thought
Unanimous decision win. That is the correct call. So far, from what I've seen of Bare Knuckles, the judging and the reffing seems to be on point.
This commentator is full of shit. He keeps saying he says it was like a robbery almost.
The commentator's an idiot. Don't listen to him.
He's saying he thought Kaz was winning. It's like, what? The guy got dropped.
Twice.
He got dropped twice. We're going to check the boxing card. Looks like all of our scorecards are a little wonky.
The 3 New Mexico judges scorecards, 10-8 across the board for that. The knockdown recorded by Sanchez.
They're all working a little weird, but we're going to try to fix them. Maybe I'll score some stuff on here. We got Sanchez just won. We are watching Bare Knuckles fighting. 48. What is it? Yes, BKFC 48. And I am trying to fix our boxing scorecard in the middle of the broadcast.
So is one of these two the YouTuber, or is this just...
Oh.
You said that there was a YouTuber fighting.
Yes, that hasn't happened yet. I don't know the guy's name, but there is a YouTuber that's going to be fighting on this card. And I'm going to be adjusting this music for the show. There's some loud audio right now I'm going to try to fix.
You know, the fact that I'm in the
fastest growing sport as we speak. I'm at the top of my game.
All right, right now they're building up the main event of the card, which isn't coming up yet, and I'm still trying to fix our scorecards. I don't know what happened to them. This is from last week's scorecard. I'm actually just going to turn them off, and we're not going to use scorecards this week. We'll probably use scorecards tomorrow for the Ortiz fight.
Victor Ortiz is fighting?
No, not Victor Ortiz. Navarrete versus Ortiz tomorrow night. I will fix the scorecard for that. I'm going to make a better system for it. What I'm doing with it right now is just doesn't seem to be working well. So we're just going to use our voices and verbally tell you who we think is winning.
As we've been doing this whole time so far.
Yes, but I like to have the scorecard.
Yeah, but I don't...
You don't care, but I do.
It's not that I don't care. I just... There's no need to talk about it.
All right.
This guy looks like Lenny Kravitz.
Yes, so they're interviewing Ridge right now. That's his name, right,
Micro
Ridge?
Kravitz. Mini Kravitz. That's what he is. He's
So
Mini Kravitz.
Ridge is here looking sort of like a pit bull.
No, he looks like Mini Lenny Kravitz.
Yeah, well, they just interviewed him, but the card is not over. We still got some more to go. If you guys are enjoying any of this, if you don't think we're terrible, just subscribe to FU Sports. We're awesome.
If you do think we're terrible, subscribe to FU Sports.
And if you think Joe Pesci's awesome,
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
subscribe to FU Sports. We're watching an advertisement right now for something called Fubo. Fubo. You're watching FU Sports. We're doing a live play-by-play of the BKFC48. It's live right now. You can go to BKFC.com and get it free. You can watch this for free. All right, we're watching our next fight. Who are these guys, Bob? We got another Dotson on this card? Are they related? Okay, we got Roberto Armas. They're showing some highlights from his previous fight. A lot of wildness going on. This might be a good one. Guys just swinging away. Landing a nice left hook. That's a delayed reaction if I've ever seen one.
It took his brain a second to realize it was knocked out.
Yeah, we're watching his previous fight. They're showing the highlights. He's landing a pretty good left hook. Yeah, you got the fighters are now entering the ring. Yes, and they're playing the Shawn Michaels music. You hear the Shawn Michaels music. Anybody remember that? The Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Okay, this is the fourth bout of the evening, or of the main card. So we're watching Eric Dotson. I don't know if he's related to John Dotson. I'm not sure. He might be. All right. So we have a fighter, and he's right at the ring. They're going to do the usual kind of MMA thing, and they're going to check out his hands and pat him down like he's got a knife on him. He might have a knife. Who knows? Hey, Bob, what do you think of this fight?
I think he's wearing very small trousers.
Do you know any one of these fighters?
Nope. So my hot takes will be truly hot and totally uninformed, which are, I think, the best hot takes.
Yes, they are. These are good hot takes. I don't know either one of these fighters either, so these are hot takes coming from me as well. Let's see if we lower this a little bit. We got some loud music
He's wearing
at the arena.
very short shorts.
All right,
Unclear why they need to be quite so short.
He is wearing some short shorts. Maybe he's just trying to get some air on his nether regions.
He is an emo kid. He looks like he's about to go audition for My Chemical Romance.
All right, they're showing some more. They're showing some more highlights of the previous fight from Mr. Dotson.
So to be fair, it looks like a father and son are about to fight each
Yes.
other in the ring.
It is pretty weird. He does look kind of old, doesn't he?
I mean, one looks like he's gonna start singing that he's not okay while flipping his hair out of his eyes, and the other one's gonna tell him to go to his room and do his homework.
All right, so we got our second half of this fight coming in the ring right now. Music is interesting. Is he going to come out to Shawn Michaels as well? Eric Dodson.
He's doing his best impersonation of Octodad.
He's smiling a lot.
What is a Thuggy Bear?
I have no idea. He's wearing a T-shirt that says Thuggy Bear on it.
He's also wearing very short shorts. Maybe this is a thing. Maybe
It's a
this is
strategy.
style choice.
It's a strategy. The stream is locking up a little bit. We're trying to get it back. But remember, everybody, BKFC48. John Dotson versus Junior Ridge. This is FU Sports. Subscribe and hit the like button. Do it now. All right. Do it right now, guys. Come on.
Dad Bod Supreme over here is having himself a little wiggle on his way into the ring.
All right. So Eric Dodson is about to get in the ring. I think he's got painted nails, doesn't he? I get he's one of those goth kids. He's just pounding on his cup. And let's hope it doesn't turn into this. Let's hope it doesn't turn into blood sport. All right. We got both fighters in the ring right now.
See, but you know what? I think it's excellent that they're relaxed, they're excited, they're ready to fight. You know, none of the histrionics. I appreciate this. This is like what combat sports should be. Professionalism, skill, talent, and excitement.
Yes.
And apparently My Chemical Romance.
Why are you bringing up My Chemical Romance?
Because he looks like Gerard Way.
Who, this balding guy?
No, the other one. That one.
He's like the Mexican Gerard Way.
Look, he's got to flip his hair out of his eyes.
I don't know if it's My Chemical Romance. I'd say more like, what's that other band? The one that Anna likes?
Oh,
AFI.
AFI. Yeah.
It looks
very
more like AFI.
But like, look at that hair. Look at the hair.
Yeah, it's flipping everywhere.
Someone needs to give him a bobby pin or a headband.
He looks like that Spanish dude from Mike Tyson's Punch Out, the one who has a flower in his mouth. He looks like a matador.
No.
Yeah, I would say he does.
See, but you know what? You know what? As much as we're like making fun of these dudes, they're ready to fight. Like, they're excited, they're active, they're looking good.
Both guys are smiling.
You know, they're relaxed. And this is probably going to be a pretty good fight. And I very much enjoy this fight promotion.
Yes.
Significantly more than boxing and UFC lately.
Yes. All right, so we're going into the first round. Obviously, you're watching BKFC on FU Sports. We're going into round number 1 right now. We got Dodson versus, what's the other guy's name again?
Fight.
I don't know.
Okay, we got...
Skater Boy.
Yeah, we got Dodson versus an emo kid. All right,
It looks
we're
like
round number
Dodson
1.
is his dad.
Yeah, Dodson's undefeated, they said.
Armas.
Armas, yeah?
Yes.
All right, so we got Armas versus Dodson. Dodson throwing a left hook and going a little off balance. Looked a little weird. Dodson with hands real low with the hands. Not a big fan of the way Dodson's not defending himself. Dodson's taking some pretty good steps back. It looks like he wants his opponent to jump into the punch. Armas is just throwing lots of wild punches. He's not really watching his work.
I think Armas is longer.
Oh, Dodson just eats a nice left hook. And another left hook, 2 in a row.
I think Armas has longer reach.
He does.
Than
He's coming in with his head low and shooting up high. So both guys don't block very well, but Armas is shooting up from the ground up, where Dodson is standing straight up with his hands down. It's not a great technique at all. It's a great way to get knocked out. And he shoots in with both his hands down.
What's interesting is Dodson is definitely very heavy on his feet, where Armas seems to be a little bit more
He's a
bouncy.
smaller man. You can see that Armas is a smaller man.
Yeah, he's a smaller
Dodson
man.
is really
but
cut up. He's real thick. Thick legs, thick arms, big head.
Plants.
He looks like he cut weight to make this. Armas landed some good. Oh, Armas! This is a fucking.
Oh man!
This is a. This is a shootout. Whoa! They're going back and forth. There's punches flying everywhere. Whoa! Dodson is hurt. Dodson is eating a big left hook and another big left hook. Dodson better watch out. He's about to get knocked out. Dodson is gonna get knocked out. He better. Dodson eating left hook after left hook after left hook.
Did some somersaults there.
Dodson is getting an 8 count right now. He needs to put his fucking hands up. Block, Dodson. Block. All right, Dodson's cut over his left eye. It's the left, right? Or it's the right eye, actually.
And you know what? Both fighters are still being respectful. See?
Yes.
You don't need to be an ass to be an entertaining fighter.
He needs to make an adjustment in the corner. Dotson has been cut over his right eye. He ate a lot of left hooks there. He ate like
He did.
He
I'm
ate so
actually
many
surprised.
punches.
I was not expecting that performance out of Armas.
Yes.
I really was not.
It's because he's shooting from low. Even though both men are not blocking, Armas is shooting from the ground up, and he's got his head in a low position. So if Dotson throws a shot, he's gonna hit the top of Armas's head, where Dotson, his chin is wide open. He's standing up straight, and he was getting hit right on the chin over and over again. Dotson got hit like maybe 8 times clean on his chin with left hooks. We're going into round number 2.
Fight.
All right, we had a really great round 1. We had Dotson going down. Obviously, this is Armas is winning so far. Dotson's going to need to get a second win. He was really beat up in that first round. He's going to need to make that adjustment. I would say put your damn hands up.
Yep. But it does not seem that he is interested in doing that.
Yes, there's not a big difference in what he's doing right now. He needs to watch for the left hook.
I don't know what this wide guard thing is. I've seen a couple of them do that.
I don't know why he's doing that. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, he thinks he's Chuck Liddell, the Iceman, with his wide stance. He's got his arms wide open. He's open for straight right hand. So you got Armas stepping forward, landing. He's shooting from the ground.
Look, Kaz was coming in wide like that too.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're doing it. It's like they're watching for a head kick. The guys, they're doing that kind of like Chuck Liddell defense where they have this wide stance, but their arms like spread out. Both arms are really wide stretched.
It would be great
Armas
if they
is
didn't
unloading
put the
right
camera
now
right behind a rope.
Armas eating a big right hand. This is just a freaking shootout. The guys are just throwing so many punches being thrown right now. Dotson is hurt. Dotson is hurt. Dotson needs to fire back with him. Oh, a big right hook. Dotson needs a big right hook. He needs to take a breather. Gonna see if he can do it. Dotson, this fight might be stopped.
I gotta give respect for Dotson for actually continuing to get up.
Yes, Dotson is just making so many mistakes. Dotson is still fighting, everyone. Dotson's been dropped twice.
We're in round 2, and he has been.
It's a dangerous. This is a real, like, they are slinging leather, not leather. They're slinging bare knuckles all over the place.
Skin.
They're slinging skin all over the place. That sounds pretty bad.
It does. In
Yes.
their own
These men are not
context.
porn stars. No one has an OnlyFans in here. They are not slinging skin in the way you think they are.
I mean, they might. You don't know.
They might be. Who knows? Behind the scenes, you never know.
Maybe that's why the shorts are so small.
Well, one of the biggest stars in the sport is Betch something. I think her name is Betch. She's a British. Bex, yeah, the Australian lady. She was kind of doing some OnlyFans stuff.
Bex Rawlings, right?
Rollins, yes, Rollins. Yeah. She's pretty. Yeah, she's pretty. She don't need to take her clothes off. She's a pretty good fighter.
It would be really funny if her OnlyFans was just like her in like sweatpants at the gym, just working out.
I mean, some people might pay for that. All right, we had Dotson losing both rounds. Obviously, he's been dropped in the first and second round.
But I gotta give him credit. He gets up and comes back to the fight. Like
he's not a wimp.
He's durable dude.
He came to fight.
I'm very surprised, honestly, because that first walloping and then another walloping, he keeps getting caught but coming back. So
yeah, I agree. I mean, he's fighting in there. He's making so many mistakes, so he keeps getting dropped. All right, we're seeing a replay right now of the previous round. You got Dotson getting wailed on. Both guys wailing on each other. Dotson getting the worst of it. Going into round number 3 right now. Going to round number 3. This is a freaking slobber knocker over here.
Oh, man. Is he down again?
No, that was the previous round.
Sorry, I was like, what?
Yes. All right, we're going to round number 3. Both men are in the center of the ring. They're wiping down the canvas. They're cleaning up the corner. It looks like they dropped a bunch of water there.
What's going on?
That's a bunch of water. Probably from cleaning the guy off. Okay, here we go.
These are rather small trousers.
Yeah, I mean, there's a small ring, too. All right, the same thing. Dotson with the wide stance, wide open for
he
lefts,
looks like
rights,
he's
straights,
not
everything.
quite back to
his technique
yet.
is
he's sort of wobbly still.
I don't know what he's doing. Like, why is his hand so wide?
He doesn't know what he's doing either, but he's
a nice
trying.
left hook from Dotson. Dotson landing it's kind of almost like a jab in a way. It wasn't even quite a hook. It went from like a round punch to a straight punch.
They're both a little bit more cautious because I guess Armas
Both
has
men are very hesitant to
gotten
punch.
hit a couple times and not liked it.
Yeah, Armas is all beat up. Like his face is all busted up, but he hasn't been dropped.
And his hair's in his
He's
eyes.
a smaller man too, which is pretty surprising. He's such a small man, yet he's dropping Dotson over and over again.
You might say that he's not okay.
Yeah, I mean, but he doesn't look. He looks more like the AFI guy. It looks
I know, but
Armas is actually trying to use proper blocking. Like he puts his hands up high.
Oh, right down the middle.
Armas has he's trying to do more of a boxing style defense, where Dotson doesn't even know how to defend himself. That's why he's eating all these big punches.
But I think that it gets kind of interesting because so far in every fight by round 3, they're dead tired. Their hands are all over the place. Any semblance of technique has gone directly out the window.
Yeah.
So is it a conditioning problem?
There's a left hook on Dotson's face. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they just kind of all the technique goes out the window and they just swing away.
They go like galloping around the ring, swinging at windmills.
Almost a decent jab. Now going crazy again.
It's like in Guitar Hero when you try to hit as many notes as possible before the end of the song. Like that is kind of what's happening.
And Dotson got hit with a low blow. What'd you say?
It's like Guitar Hero when you try to get as many notes as possible before the song ends. Like I feel like that's what they're doing with punches.
Yeah, they're just both swinging away like crazy. It looked like a Dotson round. This is like his first round, I feel like.
Yeah, but I think it's it's a Dodson round because Armas took his foot off the gas. Like Armas was definitely a lot more cautious.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me too. He was just more defensive. Maybe he's getting a breather before he throws a million punches in the next round. So yeah, both fighters obviously they're getting cleaned up in the corner. They're getting their Vaseline. They're getting all greased up.
They're getting watered.
What round are we in right now?
I think we're going into round 4.
Yeah, these guys have been through it. This is the first round that Dotson wasn't dropped in. Right.
So that's progress. It's improvement.
All right. So they're saying John Dotson corner. So I guess this guy is related to John Dotson. I'm guessing because John Dotson is in the corner. The man who's in the main event is in the corner. The guy's not only fighting tonight, he's also coaching. Wow. Okay, both men are in the center of the ring. We are in the 4th round now. Round number 4, the bell has just gone on. Both men are in the center of the ring. Looks like Dotson is doing more of the same. He's not correcting his defense. His hands are still low. I don't see why he has these hands so low. Now, how do you defend a shot when your hands are that low?
Well, the other one's got his hands out in like 2 opposite ends of the planet. So
Armas has a better defense.
At least Armas is keeping it all in
His
tight.
hands are high. He's slipping. He's moving his head off the line. He's doing a little better. He's slowing down a lot. He's not throwing a lot of shots out there.
But I mean, if you look, they've thrown a pretty decent number of strikes considering they're in round 4.
It looks like both guys are kind of gassed.
Yeah.
Not too gassed, but they definitely are gassed. They've slowed down a ton compared to the first round.
So far, every single fight on this card, they get to round 3 and it's like, oh God, I can't do any more rounds.
Yeah,
but
they're
I've
throwing
got
these
2
full
more rounds.
force power punches throughout the first 2 rounds. You're getting tired. He did hit Dotson a lot.
Yeah. I think they go head hunting, and then when that doesn't pay off, they don't know what to do. Because except for the chicks, I haven't seen a tremendous amount of body work happen.
Yeah,
like everybody's head hunting.
Yeah, they're all head hunting. No one throws body punch. Dotson
Shaw
landed a nice
went really
straight right
hard for
hand.
the body, and that was one of the big
Dotson
factors
landing
that
a
broke
nice straight right hand.
Smith down.
Looks like Dotson get the second win. Dotson throws a nice straight right hand to the body, and then steps back and
takes a giant open mouth breath.
Misses the left hook. All right, Dotson step into the middle of the ring. Both men. I mean, this is another round for Dotson, I think.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Armas is fighting nervous.
Armas he seems a little more timid, which is weird because I guess Dotson has obviously had an effect on his face. He hasn't dropped him, but he has damaged him up. We're going into the 5th round right now. Round number 5, everyone.
What the fuck is this
I think
piece of shit?
even with the 2 rounds that Dotson has won, I think he needs a knockout to win this one. I don't think he's going to win it without a knockout. I mean, he could take these next 3 rounds. He would still be down unless he gets a knockdown. If he can win the next round and get a knockdown, I think he would actually win, right? I think he would take it because he's got 2, and he'd have the 3 and then the 4. Well, actually, it'd be tied. It would be tied. He needs like 2 knockdowns and to win the round. He needs 2 knockdowns and to win the round. I could be wrong in that math. Don't take my word for it. But he definitely needs at least a knockdown. We got 2. Yes, he would need to get a tie. I think he needs to win this round and get a knockdown. All right, so we got both fighters in the middle of the ring. All right, Dotson kind of lazy. Armas. How do you pronounce his name again? Armas
would be my guess.
Yeah, that's what I think. Armas, he's doing more of the same. He's become a very defensive fighter now. He's not really throwing a lot of punches. He really should step it up because, I mean, he's got it basically in the bag. I mean, really, he probably doesn't even need to step it up. He probably
Honestly,
just needs
this
to
is the
survive.
first fight that I'm like, it could kind of go either way. Like,
It's more
Armas had some
technical.
really strong opening rounds. Dodson has picked up the pace on the end.
I think points-wise, Armas is winning.
Yeah, I mean,
He
and
has
that's
to.
what the
2
judges...
knockdowns, 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah. But I think he's also fought really timid the last 2 or 3 rounds. So, you know, I think it could go either way. I think it could be a draw.
I mean, if Dotson gets a knockdown, it's at least a draw.
Yeah.
If he can't get a knockdown, he should lose on the points.
But credit to Dodson for taking those 2 knockdowns and
I think
coming
it
back.
has more to do with with Armas kind of like tiring out more than
Yeah.
Dotson, because Dotson hasn't changed anything. He's fighting the same way he did in the beginning of the fight.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's still fighting the same way he did at the beginning of the fight. Armas is fighting scared and tired.
He's just not punching. Armas, he's just not punching much. I think there's a reach
Armas's
difference.
trousers are see-through.
Oh my god, what's with you in these trousers?
I can see his butt cheeks.
I mean, maybe that's intentional.
That's weird.
He should have OnlyFans on those trunks.
He should have under things on under his bits. You could see his booty cheeks. That's very inappropriate.
All right, got Dotson stepping forward, taking a deep breath, pressing. I think this might be a Dotson round.
Look at that. You could see his butt.
Yeah, he's got a sweaty ass. Dotson's pressuring forward. It looked like another Dotson round, not an amazing round. I would say Dotson did not win the fight, but they might just give it to him.
Oh
if
my
they don't
word.
score it properly.
His trousers are see-through. They need to put proper pants on him or a
I mean, he's
towel.
just probably got a sweaty ass.
It's very inappropriate.
A nice comeback for Dotson, but I don't think it was enough to win the fight. He got the last 3, I think. He lost the first 2 big time, and then he got a questionable 3rd round, and then he won the next 2 rounds pretty clearly.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it depends.
When you get knocked down that many times, I don't know, man. It's hard to come back.
But you got to give him credit for coming back.
Yeah, he didn't give up. So good fight. We had Armas winning the fight.
Yep.
By the score would be what? 1, 3.
I could see
3 to 4. He
3
won
to
by 1
4,
point. He won
but
by 1.
I could also see it being a draw.
They could do that, but
And I don't think
But
that
you
would
really
be
shouldn't.
inappropriate.
It wouldn't
I
be
think that it's
appropriate.
a stretch, but I don't think it would be wrong.
I think the guy if you're going to go by this point system, by the scoring system, he was dropped 2 times, 2 rounds. That's 4. And then you could say Dotson took the next 3 rounds, but he's still down. He had to knock Armas down at least to get a draw. He needed a knockdown. Dotson made a good comeback, but he lost by a point. He could have got a draw to get that knockdown. And he could have got the knockdown if he pushed forward, but he didn't. Close fight, good fight, you know.
Yeah, it was a good fight. This is a much more entertaining card than I've seen in a while.
Yes. I mean, the guys come and they bring it. They don't pussyfoot around a lot with the boxing. They do the tap and grab. In this sport, you have clinch fighting. So it kills a lot of that, you know, that garbage kind of stuff they do in boxing nowadays. The Floyd Mayweather, you know, punch and grab, punch and grab, punch and grab. That doesn't work in bare knuckles because you can grab their head, push it down, and uppercut on them. Takes all that other stuff away, you know. Takes all that cheap crap away. Hey, here's the decision.
49-44, 48-45, and 47-46. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Roberto El Gallo.
I think that's fair.
Okay, so there you go. The right guy won. Unlike in boxing and the new version of boxing, the guys have short-term memory issues, and they usually choose the guy who did the better in the recent rounds. In this fight, we had a guy that had accumulated he had accumulated enough points to take the fight. Dotson did a great job. He came back in the third, I
think that
the fourth, and the fifth, but it wasn't enough.
I think if Dotson cleans up his defense, he could be pretty good. He's built solid. You know, his fighting style kind of reminds me of Canelo before Canelo became crap.
Oh yeah, and you keep pronouncing his name correctly, and I keep calling him Dotson. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me.
Beer.
I'm like, what the hell am I saying? I keep saying Dotson. I'm always mispronouncing things. I sometimes it's called pumpkin. Pumpkins, what? Pumpkins?
You call it pumpkin.
I call it pumpkin.
It's
I say
cute.
soda. Soda. I don't know.
You say soda in a weird way, and you say
soda.
motorcycle in a weird way.
All right, we got our YouTuber coming in the ring. They're showing the
Oh God.
way, and he's showing off his flexing his muscles.
Of course, his name is Bryce.
All right, so we got Bryce. His name is Bryce. I remember seeing a social media guy. Let's listen to some of this.
No, thank you.
I'm doing bare knuckle because I wanted to test myself. I'm going to be punching someone in the face, bare knuckle, and it's the most entertaining
Social
thing
media
that you could
superstar.
possibly
Here's
do.
the social media superstar in here,
Hey,
bro.
why the fuck not, right?
If he does say
I
so himself.
sincerely apologize that I'm about to beat the shit out of him. August 11th. I wasn't surprised that G came up to me at all. I was more surprised about his size. Very small guy. So I was getting a lot of small man's syndrome from him. There's no bad blood on my side, but I can see why I could be a
I'm trying to fix the audio. It's doing something weird right now.
Like a technical boxing match. I'm going right in and I'm gonna muscle him. G, you keep saying you're gonna fuck my pretty face up. I don't know whether you're flirting with me or you want to fight me, but I'm not gonna let you do that.
And I'm backstage here with YouTube TikTok superstar Mr. Bryce Hall, who
That
makes
kid
his
is on a
BKFC
whole lot of
debut
cocaine,
tonight
man.
at BKFC 48.
He is yacked off his tits.
listen,
All right, we got
no more
Bryce over here.
appearances, no more trash talk.
Look at him. All
Now
the
it's
drugs.
time to walk
All the
walk,
drugs.
step inside that ring
So
and
Bryce,
fight
some
bare
social media
knuckle.
guy's
You
about
got
to
the
get
gold
into
feet
the bare
tonight.
knuckles ring.
I'm extremely nervous.
This could be really funny.
But
He's
I'm very
definitely-
excited to,
I mean,
to
he-
go viral tonight.
He
Let's
would not
fucking
pass
go.
a drug test. Look at him.
Now listen,
Look at
you
him.
made a lot of
You know he's
predictions
taking stuff,
out
yeah.
here tonight,
We've
so
all
let's
seen
go on
that
the
look
record right now for
at
all
the
fans here in
nightclub.
Albuquerque, everybody
What
at
look?
home. How's this
That's
fight
the
going to
cocaine
end?
look.
Don't
Oh, you think
blink,
he's coked
second
out?
round knockout.
Oh, I sure do.
There he is,
He
folks.
says, "Don't blink, second round
Bryce
knockout." This is a guy who just got beat up in versus a bum in a YouTube boxing fight. I don't know, who is he fighting again?
Now is your
I
crescent
don't know.
tools.
Himself?
He's really into showing his muscle there.
It's the first time he hasn't looked like a spaghetti noodle in his
All right,
entire
so
adult life.
he's not even fighting right now. They're just building it up. I mean, I guess the kid's kind of brave for fighting I don't even know who, a professional dancer.
Will
we got two-
Santiago versus Jeremy Holloway.
Jimmy Holloway's got to utilize
Okay,
that
so we
jab
got
to
Jimmy
keep the fight
Holloway
away.
versus Will Santiago.
Jeremy, not
Jeremy?
Jimmy.
What the hell did I say? I'm always mispronouncing these things. People used to know my screen is across the ring. I need to get another one next
It's
to me.
across the ring. Are we in a boxing ring?
Not the ring, across the room.
Maybe have water. Maybe just have some water. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Whatever.
Jeremy Holloway
It's fine. I had a beer.
to the BKFC ring for this, his
And I have some
debut
coffee
at
here, too.
Miracle Fighting Championship.
Is
Holloway
it coffee or is it special
pro
coffee?
MMA bouts.
Regular old coffee. All right, guys. Who's this guy again? You said Jeremy?
Jeremy Holloway.
Okay, so we got Jeremy Holloway come to the ring wearing a skeleton mask. We're going to lower this audio a little bit. We got bucked up all over the place, which I
What
guess
is
like,
bucked up?
It's like a play on words, I guess. It's like supposed to be like fucked up. We're going to put a little bit of music on here.
There was that song "Nuck If You Buck" like a bunch of years ago.
What is that?
That song, "Nuck If
A
You
song
Buck."
by who?
I don't know.
That's Jeremy Holloway taking off his shirt, looking a little bit like Dowson from Street Fighter.
He also looks like Tupac.
Or that actor that's about to play Blade. He looks a little bit like that guy.
Nope, he looks like Tupac.
Yes, he is the new Tupac. Maybe this is what Tupac did after he got fake killed. All right, so let's listen to some of this stuff.
Controversial opinion.
It's not an opinion, it's an assumption. Isn't it? It's an educated opinion then. I assume he's alive. I don't know, I don't care.
Or DMX. If like Tupac and DMX had a child, it would be Jeremy Holloway.
You think so?
You cannot change my mind. I'm calling it.
So you're saying
He is the love child of DMX and Tupac.
all right, so we got Jeremy Holloway in here. Am I saying his name correctly now? Holloway?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the Holloway, but not the Holloway from the UFC. This is
Not Max Holloway.
Yeah, this is the.
I'm
this
pretty
is
sure
the,
he's not related to Max Holloway.
No, he's not. He's a lot blacker than Max Holloway. I think this guy's Puerto Rican. The guy-
Santiago?
yeah, Santiago.
What gave that away?
I don't know, the flag. He looks like a little bit like a little pit bull. He's got bouncing in and out. Big left hook from Santiago.
He definitely calls the guys at the bodega Poppy.
No, that's the Dominicans. They do that.
I don't know, man.
Poppy.
He's got that Poppy look to
Sorry,
him.
can you please stop calling me that? Santiago definitely looks like he's an ex-drug dealer. He's just got that look to him. He looks like
He may be Puerto
He
Rican,
looks like a grungy dude.
but you definitely know he has very tight white denim with a very, very tight either t-shirt or polo shirt that shows just his underbelly. You know it's in his closet.
Yes. Yeah.
Ready
he
to
wears some
emerge at a
tight-fitting
moment's
clothing on
notice.
That man. That man wears tight-fitting clothing. All right, we got our Santiago.
I like this ring walk.
Santiago looking a lot like New Jack from the ECW days. Dancing his way to the ring, looking like a spaz.
Wearing a skirt.
He's wearing a Puerto Rican flag skirt. What a disgrace.
Why has it got to be the Puerto Rican dude comes out looking all
What
fucked
the
up?
hell?
Why? We were just talking about how
Is that
at
a Puerto
least they're
Rican
not
flag or
wearing-
is that an American flag? What is that?
Sir, you are Puerto Rican.
Yes, yes. It looks like it's got more
You
than
are
one.
you are kicked off.
It looks
Team
like it has
Puerto
one
Rico
more than one star on it. But why you gotta wear a Puerto Rican flag skirt?
with sparkles.
Out of all
It's
the
a
fighters to wear a
sparkly
skirt,
Puerto Rican skirt.
right? This guy needs to join the PBC.
I can't. That's hilarious. He has a heart tattooed to his head. I don't know, man. I've got questions.
Where's the heart?
It's tattooed to the side of his head.
All right, Santiago's entering the ring. He's got a very glossy head. He is bald. He's doing a little twirly twirl. I don't know why. He's not going to break dance. He's going to fight. He's running around
Maybe
right now
he
like
is
he's
gonna
one of the
break
last
dance.
Vikings. All right. He's very small and he's got cut marks on his back.
I was about to say
All
he
right,
was
we're going to
cupping.
listen to this.
Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the
Well, it looks like
middleweight
Jeremy
division,
Holloway's
presented to
also
you
wearing a
by
skirt.
Chris Tools. Say to you first. Fighting out of the red corner.
All right,
tonight
Tupac
he
Shakur is about to
wears
get
red and
announced.
white. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. His official weight, 175.4 pounds. He is an MMA veteran of 16 fights, and tonight makes his BKFC debut.
All right.
Fighting out of Charlotte, North Carolina, by way.
This guy's
of
drinking all that,
Conover,
drinking all that
North
green
Carolina.
water.
Here is Jeremy.
Green
Hit
water?
him.
Yeah, isn't that the part of the country that had like the weird green or brown water?
Across the ring, his opponent,
We're headed to round
fighting
number
out of the
one.
blue corner.
Are you
Tonight,
thinking
he
of
wears
Flint,
the
Oh, that
Michigan?
where he said
colors
North
of
Carolina,
Puerto
right?
Rico.
Not Michigan.
Oh, I thought you
He
said
stands
Michigan.
5 feet
Sorry.
8
Very
inches
different
tall.
thing.
Yes, I got it wrong.
174 pounds
Santiago's from
even.
New
He
Mexico.
holds an
Santiago
undefeated
looks crazy.
BKFC
He's got bug
record
eyes. He looks like a frog.
He's the one who gave Bryce all the cocaine.
Going into round number one, people. Ring announcements are happening. Round number one.
He has a live, laugh, love tattoo.
Yeah.
Loyalty,
Yeah,
love,
laugh,
friendship.
Santiago. He's a little midget. He's a little guy.
Andrew Glenn.
You saw the legendary Mike Winklejohn in the corner of
Little
Will
guy on a
Santiago.
lot of cocaine.
They got Winkle John in the corner, whatever that means.
Winklejohn? Oh no.
Winkle John. All right. You got Jeremy is Holloway is
both in-
shooting across the ring super fast.
They're both in
wearing
skirts.
skirts. Why is it that the people of color gotta all be wearing skirts? What the hell's up with that?
I don't know, man. Sanchez is a people of color.
All the white
isn't he?
dudes, none of them were wearing skirts.
Isn't Sanchez a people of color?
Holloway looks like he's like the last character in Mortal Kombat 3. Like he's like the fucking leader of the Shaolin monk. He looks like he's wearing regular sneakers. These look like just two Shaolin monks over here fighting. He's got Holloway. Oh, big right hand. Whoa, Santiago almost took off Holloway's head. Big, huge right hand. Santiago shooting to knock this guy out one punch.
Would you like to add more intensifiers to describe the right hand?
Damn, that was a fucking crazy, ginormous right hand. That was from the moon. He shot that thing straight from space.
That was a to the moon Alice moment.
Oh, well, I just turned on something by accident. That is not the card.
Good job.
Don't worry, it's not OnlyFans. Okay, we got both fighters in the middle of the ring. Santiago throwing a big rabbit punch. Huge rabbit punch. And landing it, but not with the fist. He landed it with the, it was like a cuffing shot. Okay. So I'm just going to fix this up.
Holloway is nicely composed.
Yes. Oh, big right hand from Santiago. Big miss.
Fucking flinging himself
Holloway,
at the
Holloway
sky
is very composed. He's very patient.
One looks like a boxer. The other one looks like he escaped from street beef.
He looks like he's trying to end the fight as quickly as possible. That's what Santiago looks like. Santiago, a big left hook and missing again.
Santiago escaped from street beef.
Holloway looks enormous next to Santiago.
Yeah.
Big right hand from Holloway. Nice. Perfectly landed. Decent defense from Holloway as well. Coming forward like a weird, like, Mortal Kombat character over here with those red and black trunks. All right.
Those are not trunks. That is a skirt.
Sorry, red and black skirt.
Or a skort, technically, since there's shorts under it.
Who would you? That's a close round, I feel like.
I'd give it to Holloway.
I feel like it was Santiago's.
Santiago landed a couple shots, but he was flailing around.
But he landed
like an
a really big right hand. That was like the biggest shot of the
ring
round.
generalship goes to Holloway.
Very hard to score that round.
I would give it to Holloway. I mean, we can disagree. We don't have to
I know, but we don't have it written down, so it's hard to really. And so Santiago is trained by Winklejohn, the same guy that trains John Jones.
And Holly Holm. Winklejohn sucks.
Winklejohn with the juiced up fighters. We are in the rain. It's a rainy day over here in FU Sports. But even though it's rainy, you always got to subscribe. FU Sports, BKFC48, Dotson versus Ridge Racer. No, not Ridge Racer. We're going into the second round right now. Bob thought that Holloway won that round. I was going to say Max Holloway for a second. She thought Holloway won it. I thought Santiago got it, even though he's flailing like a psychopathic praying mantis.
Just because you're both Puerto Rican.
Yeah, both men dancing around in skirts. Not a lot of punches landing. Holloway's just not throwing enough punches for my taste. Really is not throwing much of anything. He's very calculated. He's calm. He's pressuring forward. Holloway is pressuring forward, but he's not really throwing much of anything. He's just pressuring forward when no punches thrown. All right. So what we have right now, we have Holloway pressuring in. Santiago kind of dancing away, trying to get away from him. Trying to set up his right hand, I guess. It looked like Santiago was just hit with a right hand. Ooh. I don't know. They're calling it a slip. Santiago just went down.
He was definitely sat on the ropes there for a minute.
He really was. I think he got caught with a right hand, but they called it a slip. And Santiago just looking a little timid. It looks like Holloway's kind of controlling with that left hand, even though he's not landing anything. Big right hand from Holloway didn't land, and straight right hand to the body for Santiago. What is Santiago's background in? Is he like a ex-fighter or anything?
I don't know anything about these guys.
They said Holloway was an ex-MMA fighter.
Yeah, but you can see it all over him, right? Holloway has more experience.
But he chose to wear a skirt when he came to boxing.
He chose to wear a skirt for reasons I will never understand, but he is definitely the more composed fighter in the ring.
Yes. And if you're going to wear a skirt, that's a good one, isn't it? It's a good skirt if you're going to wear one.
Yeah, I mean, it's very Mortal Kombat.
It's very Mortal Kombat.
He just needs that hat.
And it literally is the font of Mortal Kombat. At least also, look, in
the world?
He almost got taken down. He just sprawled on him.
Santiago lost his marbles.
Holloway just sprawled. He just got that ingrained in him. You saw the one guy went for the takedown. All right, so I got that round for Holloway.
I'm converting you to my way of thinking.
I mean, he won the round. I thought he landed. He was pressing the action. This fight isn't as good as the other ones. There's not a lot of action in this fight. A lot of running.
Skill level mismatch.
A lot of running.
Holloway is much more, he may not be throwing as much, but he's a much better fighter.
It looks like he's looking for a, it looks like he's looking for the counter, and Santiago sees it, so he's not throwing anything.
I don't know what Santiago sees because he is swinging at the moon.
All right, we're going to round number 3, everybody. Round number 3. We got it. I got it 1-1. Bob's got it. Wait, who'd you give the last round to?
I have 2 for Holloway.
Okay, so she's got Holloway to win. She don't like the Puerto Ricans anymore. All right, so here we go. Big left hook from Santos. Completely missed. Santos landing a left hook and a right hook. Santiago's head is all down. He is afraid of getting hit. Santiago's fighting a big giant man who's big up top, but low, real small on the bottom.
Leg day,
Holloway
not even once.
skipped all leg days. Real big up top. Looks like a big guy landing a decent uppercut right now. Santiago jumped in and Holloway landed an uppercut. Decent uppercut. Oh, and Santiago is down. One of the reasons he's getting hit is because he's not paying attention. He's putting his head down. He's putting his head down and shooting at a big hook, and he's not seeing these hooks come in. Santiago got laid down on his ass. You better start taking it to him. This guy's coming at him.
Called it.
What'd you call?
Holloway's going to win.
I don't know. Santiago can punch. Oh, big right hand from Santiago.
Has a puncher's chance.
Santiago's got a puncher's chance, yes. A big right hook from Santiago.
Yep, right behind.
He's not ready to give up. He's not ready to give up. He'll never be able to go back to the bodega ever again and look the guys in the eyes if he loses this one. He's got some patelas at home waiting for him if he wins this one with ketchup. They're there.
Now I kind of want pateles.
I do.
Foodie gummies.
Yes. They have a lot of carbs, but we like them. All right, we got. Okay, Santiago throwing a nice jab to the body. Big looping, a lot of looping stuff from Santiago. He doesn't really have a game plan. He just thinks, oh, if I swing out these big hooks, I'll probably get a knockout, I guess. While the Holloway's more calculated. He's trying to make Santiago pay for his mistakes, and he's trying to hit him.
And he's succeeding.
And he's hitting him where, he's hitting him when in the right places. He's timing him. All right, so Santiago seems to have lost another round. He's losing most of these rounds. He's going to need a knockout, it looks like. This is what you get for training with Winklejohn. They should call him a Winkle Trash. He's not a very good trainer. They're showing a replay right now of Santiago getting dropped. What was it? It was a right hand, right straight.
At least he falls down as dramatically as he flails.
Yes. We're going into the third round, everyone. Santiago is losing. He was just dropped in the previous round. He's going to need a knockout to win this one.
Fight.
We have 3 more rounds for him to score that knockout. But he seems to be fading.
He defeated himself on his ring walk.
Why do you say that?
I don't know. I think he put too much energy into it.
Yeah,
he
that's
got
what.
Too excited in his little skirt outfit.
That's what Wilder would say, wouldn't he? He would say, "Oh yeah, just my ring walk got me."
I know. That's what I was saying. My outfit was too heavy.
Yeah, Wilder's outfit is always too heavy. He's always got an outfit that's too heavy.
How many
it looks like they're
Muppets died
calling
in
a
the
little
making?
bit of a timeout to look at Santiago's face. That's weird. I mean, I don't think his face is that busted up.
0% surprised. He's extremely
They're
dramatic.
asking him to count fingers over here. All right. I mean,
Santiago knows he's losing.
Holloway's
He's trying to
definitely
create
a lot bigger.
He's trying to create some kind of a diversion.
Round number 4. We got Santiago in the center of the ring, and Holloway's kind of standing on the outside. Really weird stuff. Just Santos bouncing in and out.
Santos.
What the hell am I talking?
I don't know.
Santiago, not
What
Santos.
in the world?
What's up with all these takedowns? Here's another takedown from Santiago.
Holloway is not impressed.
He's like, dude, I thought I was doing boxing. He's getting taken down over here.
I'm telling you, they found Santiago in street beefs, and they're like, "Hey man, you want to come?
Like, hey dude, you want to fight this MMA guy who looks like Baraka, like a black Baraka?" Santos coming in with the grabs, holding him, trying to kill the timer.
It's
Santiago, what the Santiago. Sorry about that.
You are failing your Puerto Rican brethren.
I'm telling you, this screen is far away. I can't even see the
it
names.
has nothing to do with the
No,
screen.
I can't even see the names from here.
Why are
it
you
looks
reading
like
them?
it looks like a lot of takedowns from Santiago. This is like his third takedown attempt in a bare knuckles ring. He's gonna have the record for most takedowns in a bare knuckles fight. Oh, big right overhand from Santiago. It landed, but it didn't land clean. The problem with Santiago is that he seems like he's trying to end the fight in one punch.
The problem with Santiago is he doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Well, Holloway is just kind of like calculated, and he's just using the
Is
entire
somebody
time.
in a headlock at the moment?
Yes, it's a headlock.
I feel like Santiago thinks that this is a UFC fight. Nobody informed him it's bare knuckles.
I mean, but the thing is that Santiago's throwing a lot more punches. There's no action coming from Holloway at all. Like, Holloway's doing nothing. He's just walking forward. Like, I wouldn't give Holloway this round just built on the fact that he's done nothing.
Santiago has also done nothing.
Now he's pressed the action.
Not really.
No, he has.
He's literally spinning around flailing like he's in a mosh pit.
At least he's tried.
That's true.
He's a Hispanic Homer Simpson.
We don't do participation trophies here.
All right, we're watching BKFC. Dotson versus Ridge. If you guys want to watch this, it's on BKFC.com. This is
it's on BK.
Okay, BKFC48. If you want to watch it,
BKFC.
it's free. Go watch it. Go to bareknucklesfighting.com, put your information, and you can watch it for free. We're watching right now. We're watching Santiago versus Holloway, and it looks like Holloway is winning. The previous round, I had Santiago winning it. I have it. How many times has Santiago been dropped? What is it, like 2, 3 times?
2 or 3 times.
I feel like it's like twice. I got.
I mean, he's getting dropped. He's doing takedowns. There's some headlocks. He's spinning around in circles.
It's a bit hot in here. Sorry, people. All right, we're stepping into round number 5.
You just can't control yourself around those skirts.
This fight is coming to an end. Fight is coming to an end.
Fight.
All right, Santiago needs a knockout to win the fight. Oh, big right hand from Santiago. It landed, but it wasn't clean. It was almost in the back of the head. He really needs a knockout to win this.
He really needs a new trainer.
He does. Winkle John is garbage.
He needs a new trainer. He might need to be in a different sport.
He needs a new stylist, too.
I don't know what's happening over there.
Outfit?
I don't think he knows what sport he's in at the moment.
Yes, he doesn't. He's gone for 3 takedowns in this fight. Okay.
Fortunately, Holloway.
Santiago landed a big right hand on Rick. Big right hand. He hurt him, I think. And then he slipped.
Did he hurt him or did he
Santiago
hurt
hurt a Holloway and then slipped. He busted his own ass. Okay, now Santiago dancing around. Holloway stepping forward and doing nothing.
The next time Santiago
A big right hand from Santiago. It seemed like it hurt Holloway.
He needs to come into the circus music.
Santiago's got 1 minute left in the round. He's going to need a knockout to win this. That backhand from Santiago. Santiago has hurt. Holloway is hurt. Holloway is hurt bad. He is hurt. Oh, he is. Look, he's throwing everything into these punches.
He's so hurt that Santiago.
No, Santiago has hurt Holloway. Holloway is hurt.
Yeah, he's so hurt.
Holloway's got no energy, yet he's done nothing in the last 2 rounds.
He's defended the takedown.
Yes, that's all he's done is defend takedowns. He's defended takedowns and tried to look cute in his skirt. Good body shot from Santiago. It looks like that hurt because Holloway is doing a little bit of showboating, even though he got hurt with that. The big left hook from Santiago.
And Santiago is tackling him again.
Yeah, Holloway is completely faded. Big right hand again. It's another Santiago round. I think I gave Santiago 3 rounds in this fight. So it's 5 rounds. I don't know.
It's just because you're Puerto Rican.
No, I gave him 3 rounds. I gave him 3. He definitely got the last round. I don't remember how many knockdowns. I thought was it 1 or 2?
I think it was 2, but I don't
I'm
remember
not sure
specifically. This is This is a funny fight, but it's a less like entertaining fight because it's just such.
All right, we're gonna listen to this. We're gonna listen to this. We're gonna listen to the judge's call in this one.
Santiago talked about constant movement. He did so from the outside. Holloway showed constant movement as well. From the opening stages of the fight, Chris, we saw Holloway mirroring hips of Will Santiago.
Did a great job. What he really
It's a
did
close
well
fight,
was
I
he
think.
made it very difficult for
Seemed kinda
Santiago
close.
to get in to land those bombs. He knew his opponent had hard punches. He knew he had a reach advantage, and his opponent had to get inside.
They're both exhausted.
Yeah, they are.
Why are they all so tired? Like,
I
it's only
think
a
Holloway had a
5-round fight.
Holloway had a better poker face. Like, he didn't show his tiredness to the very end. We got DMX blasting in the building. We got Tupac is bent over in exhaustion. Winkle John is giving Santiago a loving massage. And we are going to be hearing the decision in a second. We got Holloway's lifting his hands in victory. I'm not too sure that he won the fight. It might have been a draw. Could have been a draw. It's possible. But I think they're probably going to give it to Holloway.
Holloway is absolutely spent.
Sean, is this looking like a long decision to you, or is this
Another long decision.
You know, I think that they're long decisions because they're actually scoring the fight, and it's not just whomever they've been told must win.
Yeah.
So I actually appreciate that.
Well, in
So
boxing,
far,
they usually say that when the decision's long, it's like they're doing some cooking. But, I mean, it might have been harder to judge. But, I mean, if you're judging it round to round, it shouldn't be too hard to call the decision because you're judging it round to round, so you already know who you think won.
Scheduled 5 rounds. Here are the score totals from our judges at ringside. Judge Lopez scores the fight 48-46 in favor of Holloway. Judges Sanchez and Perez see the fight 47-47. Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is ruled a majority draw.
All right, so it's a draw. That's not shocking. That's what I said. I mean, the scoring, I think, is better in the bare knuckles than in the boxing. I would say this was probably a draw. Like I told Bob, I thought that Sanchez has won one of those rounds, and he picked up the last two, possibly even the last three. Or I think it was the last two, and I think he got one of those early rounds, maybe. It was hard to call. Hard fight to score. Yeah, I guess a draw. I thought the previous fight should have been a win for the... I thought it was a little bit of maybe a slight robbery.
That's a win for Will Santiago because of the knockdown in the eyes of the
All right.
three New Mexico judges. This is even, at least according to 2 of the 3.
So we had one knockdown in the fight, but then it just looked like Holloway took his foot off the gas and did basically nothing, right? He really didn't throw much of anything. He just kind of just pumped his stance and did nothing. He was very patient, but he wasn't throwing anything. And unlike in boxing, they're not rewarding inactivity in this sport. You gotta press the action.
what is this lions not sheep thing that I'm
All right.
seeing everywhere?
We're now having an advertisement for some kind of brand. I don't know what it is. Lions, not sheep. I don't know. It's some kind of I don't know what it is. Maybe it's some kind of like clothing.
I guess.
Yeah, look, that's what it looks like. They're showing some kind of brand called Lions, not sheep. Just clothing and hats and so on.
Bullshit.
It's a bunch of bullshit. We're gonna listen to what the guys at BKFC are saying right now.
Here in Albuquerque, we love coming to this city. That being said, there's a lot of news that we got to get to, so let's break it down. The ABC finalizing the unified rules, accepting the unified rules. What does that really mean for BKFC?
I mean, honestly, it's just really unbelievable. We've come so far in such a short period of time. It took MMA almost 20 years to get unified rules, and we were able to get unified rules in just our 5th year in business from the Association of Boxing Commissioners. Thank you.
And let's talk about another huge news item. Mike Perry has re-signed multi-fight, multi-year contract.
Just dropped
with this
my
company,
phone on the floor.
BKFC. When
We are
we gonna
listening
see
to
him back in the squared circle?
the
You got any
owner of BKFC. He's talking about they knew how unified rules in BKFC. I'm gonna have to read those later.
But we got it done. We got the face of bare
It's like
knuckle.
Mike Perry has been re-signed with BKFC.
We're happy about it.
Let's talk international real quick. I'm going to have a whole lot of time. That being said, talk about what's going on the international front with BKFC.
Well, first
All right, so you're watching FU Sports. This is me and Bob. We're watching BKFC 48, Dotson versus Ridge. The fight is free right now on the bareknuckles.com, bareknucklesfighting.com if you want to watch it with us. If you're coming in after we've already done the live stream, you could always hit that like button, people. Hit that like button and subscribe. And tell your friends about FU Sports. We're fucking awesome. We're looking to have some live panels on here, some discussions about upcoming fights in BKFC, boxing, MMA, UFC, Bellator, anything, man. We're combat sports fans. This is what FE Sports is about. We are the home of combat sports. We watch it all. Tomorrow we're going to be watching the Ortiz versus Avarete, whatever his name is. I forgot how to pronounce his damn name. It's going to be a good fight, people. It's going to be a good fight. Right now we're watching some replays of what happened tonight on the Bare Knuckles card. But really, I mean, Bare Knuckles is a great sport. It's only going to get better. It's building. It's building, people. It's building. One day we're going to have some super high-level boxers in here. But tonight we have John Dotson in there. He's pretty good with his hands. We had Mike Perry a few weeks ago versus Luke Rockhold. I thought that was a really good fight. That was a great card. We've had some great fights in Bare Knuckles. Me and Bob are enjoying this. Bob said it from all the mouth. She's enjoying this card. All right. There's more action happening here than there's happened in one of these fights. There's more action than that's happened in like the last 10 boxing cards I've seen.
I think that match between the two ladies, that was more action than Terrence Crawford's whole career.
Yeah, there was more leather being thrown. Last fight wasn't
By
too
leather,
great.
you mean skin.
I wasn't. Yeah, there's a lot of skin being flung around.
The last fight wasn't great, but it was still not terrible.
Are they? All right, so Bob's gonna step away. I'm gonna be calling this out right now. I turned the card off, the pay-per-view off, and by pay-per-view I mean the free card that's on BKFC.com.
You all right?
Having something with blood sugar. I'm sensitive to sugars. All right, they're getting the fighters ready right now. Who are these guys, Bob?
I don't know.
Oh, they didn't call their names out. There's one thing with Bare Knuckles. I just don't know a lot of these fighters, but they are definitely going to build themselves up because they are exciting. Most of these fighters are exciting. They're coming here to fight. Unlike a lot of other sports, you can't really hide from the punches. This isn't like modern boxing. In modern boxing, you can duck your head down and not get hit. Dirty boxing is completely legal in Bare Knuckles fighting. That's the game changer. Like if a Floyd Mayweather, like a guy like that was to come into Bare Knuckles, first of all, his hands would break from just throwing a punch. And also, he wouldn't be able to do that little corny style, the punch and pot shot and hold, because the moment he holds, the guy would push his head down and just hit him with a bunch of dirty boxing. You imagine Marcos Maidana versus Floyd Mayweather in the Bare Knuckles ring? It would be a murder. It would be a murder. But right now, we got our other fighter, the other part of this card here. I assume he's Mexican. That's some very Mexican music he's coming out to. Okay. Josh Moreno. He is 2-0 Mexican. Okay, Josh Moreno is headed to the ring right now. Maybe I'll drink one more beer. I don't know. I'm kind of a lightweight tonight. I had one, and I'm like feeling like I need to go take a nap. Josh Moreno comes to the ring. Josh Moreno looks a little old. He looks like somebody's grandpa. Maybe a dad who has two sons in high school or in college. Very skinny. I don't know what weight this is. Very skinny. He looks like he lost the weight in the wrong way. Okay. So we got Josh Moreno getting felt up right here. They're checking to see if he has any guns or knives. And now he's entering the ring. Going into round number 1. BKFC.
Fight.
BKFC48. You're watching FE Sports.
We go to Jeff Houston.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are set for the next fight of the night. Scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds in the middleweight division. Presented to you by Mitt 45. Introducing to you first. Fighting out of the red corner. Tonight he wears black. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight, 173.8
I'm going to listen to see if I can hear the
record.
live stream, and they are now calling out the fighters.
Fighting out of Odessa, Texas, here is Jeremy, the Warrior across the ring, his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. Tonight he wears yellow and red. He stands at even 6 feet tall. His official weight, 172.2 pounds. He is undefeated in the square.
All right, hopefully this stream, it doesn't sound weird. It sounds very bassy when I'm listening to it on the YouTube account. You hear they're calling out the fighters right now. And the Mexican dude, he's undefeated. It's got Moreno, Josh Moreno, a very Mexican name, Josh, right? All right, Carrie, he looks sort of like Holly Holm if she was a man.
Sauceda said, I feel that Josh Moreno controls range effectively.
All right, Josh Moreno, the very skinny Josh Moreno. Both fighters in the center of the ring.
Round number 1.
Knuckling up.
For Josh Moreno, black trunks for Jeremy Sauceda.
And that's when Moreno's been so good controlling the reins, because trying to get inside, he's going to make you pay.
In the right hand, literally running to the inside.
Josh Moreno getting bun rushed.
In the clinch, right to the body. Soft warning from Kerry Hatley to Sauceda over the head and neck of Moreno. Going to that guillotine or that head chancery position legally under this now unified. Right.
All right, we got we have a brawl here on the ropes right now. Bob has returned. Right. Moreno pressing forward. Okay. Oh, whoa. This looks like he's trying to get a takedown. Moreno is getting beat on and on the inside. Rabbit punch. We have a rabbit punch on the back of Moreno's head. Both men are bloody. I am drinking a seltzer water. Can you call this a little bit, Bob? It looks like Moreno just got hurt.
It looks like Boris Karloff has been
Coming to the end of the
reincarnated.
round, we got a short left hook on Moreno.
Moreno looks like the reincarnation of Boris Karloff with a tan. It also looks like Moreno just like punched the other guy straight in the cup.
I don't know why I would call that for. I'd probably give it to the Jeremy dude, really. But you got the Mexican bouncing up and down in the corner, looking like he's a little bit intimidated by what just happened there.
Looks like Moreno is hyped. What round are we in?
All right, it looks like Bare Knuckles has got a little corruption going on because they've ended the fight. If they stop this, that's pretty messed up. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to address this.
What in the world? Oh gosh. Looks like this other gentleman, I didn't see most of this match, but this other gentleman looks like he's beat up pretty badly.
Yes.
It's possible that he has a broken bone over there.
I don't know. To me, it looked like Moreno was losing the fight pretty clearly. They should at least given the guy one more round. I wasn't a big fan of it. He's got a gash.
It looks like he has multiple.
Yeah, but it's just nothing that should have stopped the fight. I think they're really trying to bank on this Moreno guy because the Mexicans are big and big fight fans. And so I feel like there was a little bit of...
Moreno is Mexican?
Yes.
He's like the biggest Mexican in the world.
Yes, he's Mexican. I looked like some cooking to me. Looked like something was cooked up. I didn't think they should have stopped the fight.
The other guy doesn't look happy about it.
Sauceda was winning the fight. It looked like he was winning to me. Moreno, he looks like a 58-year-old grandpa, and he is dancing for some weird reason to a fight that he shouldn't have won because it wasn't over. They stopped it on cuts. And it didn't look that bad. They shouldn't have stopped it.
The other guy looks pissed.
Calls a stop to this fight at the conclusion of round number 1. For your winner by TKO and still undefeated, Josh Moreno.
Why is he wiping his teeth?
I don't know, Josh Moreno, nothing too amazing. He looks sort of like he's starving to death.
Yeah, I think he's probably a weight cheat.
A really
You're
tall,
not
skinny guy.
like a guy that big, really.
For some odd reason, Salcedo's corner stopped it when he looked like he was winning to me.
Very talented fighters. Salcedo, rugged on the inside. Moreno.
How do you get a big old cut right in the middle of your forehead? Moreno looks like he's like very old.
Moreno's like a balding, tall father of 3 who both his
kids showed up in his minivan.
Yeah, showed up in his minivan. He just got back from selling, tamales on the corner somewhere, and
he's got to take his kids to soccer practice tomorrow early, so he had to get this fight over fast.
2 of his sons are in college right now. And he just fights in the bare knuckles on the weekends. Okay, so they're showing.
Are they doing like a TV show for bare knuckles now?
Yeah, maybe it's like they're showing like a bare knuckles kind of like boot camp kind of thing.
This is like the Contender, right?
They're showing like Contender. It's like the Ultimate Fighter kind of thing for bare knuckles. So it looks like they basically taken the idea of the Contender and the Ultimate Fighter and made it bare knuckles version. That's kind of cool. Trying to expose the sport to more people. All right, so we're seeing an advertisement right now. We're gonna put some of this audio from the BKFC. There's an advertisement happening right now. We just saw I don't know if I'd call that a robbery, but it was definitely a very weird outcome. Wasn't a big fan of it. I think that could have gone the distance. We're seeing this really cheesy TV show that has 50 Cent in it and some other social media influencers. Very cheesy. They're wearing like dog shock collars. And one of the fighters who was fighting tonight is in there. It's 50 Cent and a bunch of social media influencers. I don't know why they call them influencers, because they really don't have much of an influence. All they do is just shit talk on the internet. They flash a bunch of images at you. Unlike FU Sports, which would never do that to you guys. Remember to subscribe to FU Sports. You're joining us. It's me and Bob. We just saw the last fight was definitely a robbery alert for the last fight. It was really weird. We're now about to see Brian Hall versus
Bryce Hall.
Look at this. I can't pronounce anyone's name correctly. Bryce Hall with a hairy chest. And Perez. I don't know who I don't know who either one of these guys are actually. I know the guy Bryce was beat up in a celebrity boxing match.
Is Bryce a celebrity? I feel like
I don't know him.
I don't know who any of these celebrities are.
This is like I don't pay attention to corny little suburban cornballs who pretend to be cool. I mean, the kid's juiced up and he wants to do a boxing fight. That's cool. All right, we got the other guy.
It's probably not very smart though, because like 90% of the fact that he's famous is probably because people think he's attractive. If he goes and gets himself lumped up,
but is he attractive?
I don't think he is.
I think he looks very basic. He's like a basic looking guy.
Like I don't think it's his winning intellect and masterful art that made him
I didn't look
famous.
him up before the fight. I got to start looking up these guys. I think this is the co-main event of this card, which is kind of a little bit sad. But there has been some decent fights. The last fight,
I'd say there's more than decent fights.
I feel like there's been like kind of a decline in the fights a little bit.
Yeah. After what was it, Lacaze versus Sanchez, that was kind of like where it started going downhill.
Yeah, it's like the guys are more timid. They're not going for it. They're kind of just being real timid. The last fight, it was just like a total like BS stoppage. All right, so we got Perez is now coming to the ring. He's standing right by the ring. They're testing, you know, they're doing the UFC kind of stuff where they check you out and see if you have like hidden objects or something. They should get like a metal detector and run it across your body. That would be official.
They could just have it backstage, and then like as they
Yeah.
come out, they could just walk through it, and then you're done.
Yeah, or you just come to the ring and they just like run
His
a metal
braids are
detector
nice.
across you.
I don't know why he has kanji on his back because he is not Asian, but
Maybe he is.
okay.
All right, he's listening to like some cheesy, some interesting rap music he's playing. We have what's this guy's name? Bryce
Hall.
All right, so we got Halls coming to the ring right now.
Looking like the Stay Puft Marshmallow
He's
Man.
dressed up like, I don't know what the heck. He's trying to do that Conor McGregor, Vince McMahon walk. He's wearing a skirt, of course. This is like the new look for all combat sports for girly men. They just all wear skirts.
He's doing a lot of stuff with his mouth that makes me think he's on cocaine.
He might be.
He is yacked off his tits.
Yeah, he might be. I mean, he's definitely juiced up. The kid's on steroids. Yeah, that's a terrible looking outfit. He looks like a cannoli. He's coming to the ring
He
in the
looks like
shiny.
Baby Shark.
He's like a shiny cannoli.
He looks like he's about to be cosplaying Baby Shark.
He looks a little like an insect.
I mean,
Or
he
Baby
is an
Shark.
insect. An
Yeah,
insect.
he's built. He's definitely lifted some weights. He's got some chest development there.
Drugs.
It still doesn't look right for his body type. It just doesn't look
Drugs,
right.
glorious drugs.
I'm drinking a seltzer
He's
water.
on so many drugs.
We had ourselves a little bit of a junk food dinner, and I'm
What
paying,
in all
and I'm paying the price for it.
tarnation is that gentleman next to him?
That guy is a BKFC champion. I forgot which weight. I think it might be heavyweight. Actually, it might be light heavyweight.
You would think he could get a suit that fit.
All right, so Hall has entered the ring. He's pretty jacked up, I guess. His head's still real big compared to the rest of his body. Even though he does have some gains, the rest of his body doesn't match his big-ass head. Bryce Hall in the middle of the ring doing the Generation X Suck It hand sign. All right, we're going to lower this
And
music a
doing
little
that
bit.
weird, like, twitchy head thing that all those millennials do, or the
Is that a thing
Gen
they do?
Zers to get the hair out of their eyes. That's like the emo kid head shake.
A what? Say it again?
That emo kid head shake. You know when the emo kids have the hair in their eyes and they, like, twitch their head?
Yeah, he's trying to get the hair out of his eyes. He's looking a little bit like that dude who plays Spider-Man. Whatever his name is.
Tom Holland?
Yeah, that guy, which is the reason I don't even care to watch those new Spider-Mans. I just don't like Spider-Man being a little twink. Not a fan. Okay. All right, we got Perez in there from Florida. I think he's from Florida. Is that what that says?
Yep.
All right, so Perez, Cuban. He's got 3 wins, 0 losses.
Why are they all wiping their teeth?
I don't know what the heck that is. These
That's
guys all
so
keep
weird.
touching their teeth for some reason. I guess they're proud of their mouthpiece. Like they have something on the mouthpiece. All right. They're about to call out the YouTuber, the YouTube star, Bryce Hall.
From Los Angeles.
Of course he is. He looks like it. Bryce Hall takes steroids and thinks he's a fighter. He was probably some like wannabe bully in school who beat up kids that were like way shorter than him and weaker. His last fight was pretty funny. I think I saw it. I don't know. He might have had some more after, but I remember watching him in one of those like YouTuber fights. He got his ass kicked. Now he's trying bare knuckles fighting. Interesting.
I mean, you got to give him at least a little credit. He's not going for a bitch sport. He's going for bare knuckles boxing. Like,
Let's see how good he does. Hopefully this guy doesn't lay down for him. All right, round has just started. We're in round number 1.
Fight.
Round number 1. Bryce steps in. Big right hand. Lands 2 right hands. And he drops Perez. Pretty nice right hand. He thinks he won. Perez needs to put his hands up. Shoot with the kid. He's shooting in straight lines. Perez has gotten up. He's in pretty good shape. He did go down, but he doesn't look like he's gonna go out. But he needs to protect himself and hit the guy as he's coming in. Put that left hand up, shooting that right hook. Catch Catch Hall as he comes in. That's what he really needs to do.
What is this wide guard? Why are they all doing this? Is
I don't
this
know.
like a bare
I don't know why they
knuckles
do
thing?
it. Yeah, it's weird. No, it's not. It's not proper technique. Maybe he doesn't want him to grab him. Maybe that's what it is. Because, you know, the dirty boxing. You don't want to get hit with the dirty boxing.
Oh,
Bryce Hall eating a big right hand. Not get beat up on the inside. Oh, man. He just realized what sport he's in. Perez just taunting him in a second. Giving him a DDT. What the? Perez just DDT. Oh, you can't do that in the sport. Oh, so it's Hall that DDT'd Perez. You can't do that.
Oh, that's not good. I think that Hall's about to get his ass beat.
To me, that should be a lost point. You can't DDT guys, man. Come on. No, that's a loss of point. You can stop a fight on that. It looks like Hall DDT'd Perez. Yeah, that's not right.
I think Perez is about to deliver
To me,
the ass kicking of Hall's shoulder.
That looked like that's almost a DQ. You definitely got to take a point on a. I mean, look at this. Hall just gave Perez a DDT. I mean, are they not going to take a point away on that? I mean, come on.
They're probably not going to take a point
at
away.
least it's got to be a point taken away. I mean, the guy had been dropped, and they're going to let this guy do a DDT on him. And Perez was doing good, too. He had hurt Hall.
I have a feeling Perez is about to beat the bejesus out of Hall. Uh-oh.
Looks like it looks like Hall is just running away scared.
Yep.
And Perez is taunting him, telling him to get in the middle of the ring. And Hall is running away. It looks like Hall was good in the beginning, but now he's a little intimidated.
Hall ran
Hall
at him
does
like
not
a bull.
defend himself properly. Hall's got a big-ass head, doesn't he? Look how big his head is. He definitely looks like he's a weight class bigger.
But see, where Perez has to watch out is if Hall baits him in.
Oh, he's not. He's not. He looks like he's a fish out of water right now. Hall is looking like a fish out of water. His head is straight up in the air. He's wide open for a right hook.
Oh.
Hall got hit with a left hook. What is going on here?
I think that he inadvertently elbowed
It looks like Perez is made out of glass. He's getting hurt. Like, I don't know what just happened there. The round came to an end. It is not the 5th round, people. I hit that button by mistake. I'm going to turn that off right now. We're going into the 2nd round. Interesting round. I would have made it a draw round just because Hall dropped a DDT on the guy. In my book, that's a draw round. It could have been a DQ for Hall because I mean he DDT'd the guy in the middle of the ring and they didn't even take a point away.
Yeah, that was weird. I think they didn't take a point because it was difficult to tell whether Hall knocked him, pushed him down, or he tripped. Because they were running back.
I think they're dead banking on this kid.
Perez was running backwards, so.
I mean, he was holding his head. He was intentionally holding his head and DDT'd him. That's not accidental. So look, there was a rabbit punch in there too. Hall landed a big rabbit punch, and here was the DDT. Actually, I don't know what that was.
I think that's why they were like, we don't know what happened.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to tackle him. I don't even know if it was a DDT.
No,
but he did tackle him.
I think that it was they both kind of.
What is this? Now they're checking this guy out again.
Jesus, jumping.
What the heck is going on here, man? All right, they're checking Perez in the corner.
Did you know that jelly beans are actually a derivative of Turkish delight, which was invented in the 9th century AD?
No, I didn't know that. All right, we're going into round number 2. Both fighters are in the center of the ring. It looked like Perez had hurt his left arm in the previous round. Perez is obviously the smaller man here. It looks like he's in a totally different weight class. He's a weight class below a Hall.
He didn't get the steroids.
Hall shooting in, trying to go a little crazy. Perez really not throwing anything. Hall dancing around in his little skirt, his little silver skirt. Perez closing the gap, not really landing. No, neither man has landed anything this round.
No.
Hall is covered in sweat. He just looks like nervousness is he's drenched in sweat right now. And he's enormous compared to Perez. Like I said, they just look like they look like 2 completely different weight classes. All right, Perez pressing forward. Hall just flailing. Okay, Hall
is looking tired.
Looking a little tired. He might have landed more punches in the round, but mostly dirty boxing, not Nothing in mid-range, all right on top of him. He's trying to do his a new version of the Floyd Mayweather hold and shoot. Now there's no more pot shots. It's just hold and punch. And then he jumps out, and then he tries to do it again and again and again. I mean, Perez looks like he's trying to catch him coming in.
That skirt is really distracting.
It's annoying. It doesn't look manly either. Oh, big right hand on Hall. Hall is hurt right now. Hall is hurt. Hall is hurt.
Yeah, but Perez isn't capitalizing.
He isn't, but he hurt him. He hit him with a nice short right lead hand. Nice short right hook. Hall is drenched in sweat. Look, this dude is terrified right now. He thought he was going to blow him out of there real quick, and it didn't work. A lot of feints coming from Perez. Hall eating another short right hand. It's not looking too good for Hall right now. I wish Perez would put his hands up higher.
Ooh, Hall is bleeding.
He's cut. Hall is cut. It's a nice
from that right hand.
Yeah, it's a right hand. Nice short right hand. That's Perez round, and Perez is complaining about his arm still.
I wish they would do a replay on what happened to his arm. Like, how did this occur?
It might be from the takedown.
Or it could be like...
it could have been from the takedown because he dropped him down. His elbows hit the canvas. This is like a boxing ring. It's not intended for falling on. And he said it hurts. Come on, man. Suck it up. You just won the round. Right?
I think he's trying to give himself an out just in case.
But he's winning.
He's winning, but I don't know.
I think he's won that round very clearly.
I agree, but I also don't know what kind of shenanigans. Maybe I'm a little bit jaded.
And he's blocking and everything with that arm. I don't get it.
Maybe I'm a little jaded from the boxing shenanigans that we see all the time.
He just needs to suck it up, man. You're fighting a fucking YouTuber, man. Just suck it up and take him out. All right, we're going into round number 3 right now.
Fight.
I hope they don't do some stupid shit here and end this fight. The guy is winning. They're putting ice on his arm. Just go out. They're ending the fight. This looks like some bullshit, robbery. This is just... Now they're saying welcome Hall to BKFC. This was a given fight.
Yep.
This guy basically quit. He quit in a fight that he was clearly winning. Like, this fight was turning around. This is a very weird looking fight.
Yep.
You got yourself in Hall, who's a YouTuber, who's a big YouTuber. And you got this guy over here, Perez, saying, oh, yeah, my arm hurts. And now he's got some guy talking into his ear. I mean, this looks like a setup to me. This looks like they're trying to get some big money with this YouTube star, try to drive some views to the sport. I mean, we had the first round. The guy was already called, now oh, my arm hurts, like randomly. Mm-hmm. This is very weird. I like to see where this injury happened.
Of the injury.
Yeah, where this injury happened. Actually, maybe not robbery. I'd say the fixed cam because it just looked fixed. It looked like it was a real fight, but the guy was told to not continue the action.
Yeah, he's holding his head.
Maybe he injured his elbow in the fall. I mean, really, if you're going to be truthful, this should have been called a no contest because the injury was most likely caused by the tackle, which Hall did. He tackled the kid on the floor.
And still no replay of this magical injury. This just feels like bullshit to me.
Hall was losing that round. It looked like he was wilting, drenched in sweat. He was ready to lose. This guy is over here. Perez was clearly winning.
I mean, this doesn't look like an injury. This looks like a damn. I sold out.
Yeah, he sold his ass. He was in the corner and he was totally fine. And now he's got ice on his arm and all this stuff. Like, why wouldn't you just continue? Yeah. Okay, we got Hall smiling. This guy's got ice all over his arm. It's ridiculous. Yeah, not a very good fight.
Nope.
This is not a very good one. I mean, it looks like a setup. You got a YouTuber in there. We got shades of the corruption of boxing in here. They're just trying to set up a money fight, I guess, with their guys. Barely won.
I first have to say, G. Perez, you earned all my respect. Man, you hit hard.
1 star out of 5.
He said you hit hard, yeah. He was beating him. So basically, Perez went up in weight. And like I said, he's a much smaller man.
Look at veins standing up on end.
Oh, that's juice.
That
Juice all
kid
day.
is on something.
Yeah, this kid Hall is
He is
so
yacked.
he is so juiced up. It's insane.
You better not have a drug test, man. He'll fail it 18 days from Sunday.
Yeah, this guy Hall is definitely
Natural,
juiced.
not even once.
So Perez, like I said, was looked much smaller. He came up in weight and was beating the shit out
Maybe
of.
now they're gonna show
beating the
his
shit out of
injury.
Hall, and he got one knockdown. Hall got a knockdown, questionable knockdown. Because there's some rabid punches in there. That was gonna drop him. And as soon as Hall got up, he was beating. When Perez got up, he was beating Perez's ass. So let's see. I want to see this injury where it got caused. They're not showing where this injury happened, so I'm gonna assume he was told to not beat this kid. It looks like some fixed shit. Not a fan. That sucks. But, you got a big YouTuber
0
in there.
out of 10. 1-star review.
Yeah, that wasn't
Garbage.
It could have been a good fight, but
Trash garbage on fire.
yeah, it was trash.
If they start doing this shit in bare knuckles too, I'm gonna be very annoyed.
Yeah, money corrupts all. Not everyone, but all sports. When you bring in the money and it's all money first. I mean, you gotta have a real. I mean, when all the sports are corrupt, the honest sport is the one that rules. I think because people can see it. We're in commercial right now. Okay, the best in the world. They're showing it looks like a build-up for possibly another card. All right, so we got Lorenzo Hunt. They're called the different fighters. I think this is the up-and-coming Lorenzo Hunt versus Chris fight. Chris, the guy who was just the coach for Hall. So it's Hunt versus, what's his name? Kamosi? Kamosi versus Hunt. This BKFC 50, so that's the one after. This one is 48, so we got what date was that?
I don't know.
All right, so that's one fight. That's one card after the next card, because we're on 48 right now, as you can see from the poster. This is BKFC, but I don't know. Sometimes this isn't a pay-per-view. This is on the website, so I don't know if it's the next. Their numbering is different. It's weird. This might be the numbering for the free cards that I have here. I'll have to look into that, and I'll give you the date later. We'll probably do a live stream it for free. We're seeing another advertisement for a product called what is this again?
MIT 45, or is this Bucked Up?
Yeah, bucked up. I don't know what it is, but if it's a sugar drink, I would hope it's not. It says it's an energy drink, and these guys are pouring it all over their faces.
It looks like water.
Yeah, but it's probably filled with sugar. It's like pouring like a drink that has 100 grams of sugar in it all over his face right after a fight. That's what you want, right? When you're all sweaty and dehydrated, you just want to dump a whole bottle of like sugar water on your face. There's nothing better than that. All right, you're watching FU Sports, everyone. FU Sports, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, sports channel on all of the internet. Everybody knows it. We've already been imitated. I've seen it happen.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
It's not a piece of shit, Joe Pesci. It's not. This is FU Sports. We're awesome. We're fucking awesome. No, we're not going to stop. Fuck you. We're not going to stop. Subscribe to FU Sports. Bob, what do you have to say about this card so far?
It's been on the decline. Hopefully we can see it turn around. I'm really not a fan of whatever fuck shit we just saw in that fight.
It looked sort of like a robbery in the last fight. We had a robbery alert. It looked more like a fixed alert.
It wasn't even a robbery. Perez gave it away.
It looked like Perez just gave in.
If it was such a catastrophic injury, why didn't they do a replay ever?
Yeah, it looked like Perez just gave up because he made the mistake of starting to win the fight. I mean, he was fighting Perez as a much smaller man who was coming back after being dropped by a ginormous dude, and then them building Hall up like he's some great fighter, even though he just got a gift. All right, so I'm going to change my sensitivity here because it looks like it might actually be too low at 5. We're going to bring it up slightly, very slightly, about 8, 9, maybe 10. Say, nope, 10 is too high. So we're going to go back to about 6. We're at 6. Hopefully this is good. All right. Calling out the John Dotson fight, which is coming up very soon. I'm going to fix my audio some more because I think I brought it up too high. Going to be fixing that right now. Okay, we fixed it. All right, so calling out the fight. John Dotson versus Ridge is coming up real soon. Okay. We're gonna listen to some of the Bare Knuckles commentary team. Be right back.
Big moments, big fights, and yes, you just witnessed Bryce Hall win a bare knuckle fight in BKFC. That just happened, but let me tell you, we still got more to come. We got a crazy co-main event, and we have a main event for the inaugural Flyweight Championship of the World. It's only going to get better, folks. And with that being said, let's send it down to the
So I think that there's a lot of potential in bare knuckles. You know, I think that it's really important to give these other promotions a chance. Otherwise, you wind up with situations like regular boxing, situations with UFC, where it almost becomes like the WWE, and that's not what I watch combat sports for. I actually want to see two athletes competing as close to fair as possible, where the better fighter, the better skill set wins. I'm not interested in a personality contest. You know, it almost feels like these become reality TV shows where it's like very scripted Kardashian level nonsense. So I think it's really important for everybody to go out and support small promotions, new promotions, and create some diversity in there, because otherwise you wind up with Floyd Mayweather being able to dance and sing and, you know, only beat his girlfriends convincingly.
It's going to be great if this guy can come out here and do
but I'm
what he
not
wants.
a Mayweather fan, as you may surmise.
Yeah, no one here is really a big Floyd fan. The only time I was a fan of Floyd is when he fought Conor McGregor. And that's because, I mean, it was more for the health of boxing. They're showing a replay of both of our main fighters. Sorry. They're showing a replay of both of the fighters who will be in our main event. Hall and Dotson, not Hall, why am I saying Hall? Ridge and Dotson's highlights. I don't know, what is the next fight, the main event, Bob?
He said J.R. Ridge believes that he should be fighing for a world title.
They're doing a lot of talking, which is something that usually happens before the main event.
They've done a lot of talking in this card, so I don't know. We got our dogs yakking over here. Sorry about the yakking dogs we have.
I believe Rich told us I'm at his level. I'm going to show him with my speed, with my technique, and with my...
All right, I'm trying to shut my dogs up. Right now, they're doing they're building up the main event.
You know, our dogs have just understood that there's a gap in the fighting, and they're just trying to contribute entertainment value. Okay,
we talked about
you should appreciate their efforts.
BKFC, no A side, no
yes.
B side. Bryce Hall against previously undefeated, now 3-1. G. Perez, Bryce Hall now 1-0 in BKFC.
Okay, they are really building up Bryce Hall. I mean, Bryce Hall won on the most bullshit thing ever. I mean, the guy, I don't even know what happened. They couldn't even show where the injury came from. He just out of nowhere magically got an injury. He had gotten knocked down. Perez had been knocked down. He got up and he proceeded to beat the shit out of Hall, the bigger man. He was beating his ass. And then in the next round, he really laid it on him. I mean, he was beating Perez's ass. That's all I saw. But that's what I'm saying. It looks like it's kind of like a setup, because they really wanted Hall to win, because, you know, he's a YouTube celebrity. He's going to bring a lot of eyes to the sport. Possibly they can do a Jake Paul fight. Who knows? I would have to check what weight Hall is, but he looked like a pretty big guy to me. All right, they're showing some other fights that have happened, I think, this evening. I don't know who these guys are. Yes, we're seeing some knockout.
Looks like Man Bun got knocked down.
Some guy with a man bun getting knocked out by some other dude. I don't know who he is. We didn't get here in the beginning of the card. We apologize for that. In the future, when we have less to do, I'll probably be here at the very beginning of the card. But we're watching some of the fights that happened early in the evening. Let's hear some of this audio.
And his ability to throw a lot of high volume. He feels like he can get it right there. Just a great
If you just got here, remember, this is you're watching FU Sports. FU Sports. Bob and me. This is one of the greatest channels on YouTube, if not the greatest. We're better than everybody. PewDiePie's nowhere near us. Fuck that dude. Mr. Beast? Who the hell's that? Who the fuck is that guy? This is FU Sports. Remember to subscribe. I'm going to say it over and over again. You need to subscribe. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. And Joe Pesci's got something to say to you.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
I know that's what you guys are thinking when you watch this, but don't worry. You're going to enjoy it. The more you watch it, the more you're going to like it. No, we're not going to stop. We are not going to stop. All right, we're watching, it looks like a caveman versus a, not caveman, Keith Richardson versus a caveman. I didn't get to see the guy's name. I'll see it when they're coming out. So this is not, we are not in the last fight. I think this might be the co-main event, but I could be wrong. It's now currently, what, 11:30?
It is almost midnight.
It's actually 11:50 right now. I think the main event's going to come on at midnight. All right, we have another skirt. We have another man in a skirt heading to the ring. Is this another Perez? I'm hearing Perez again. This is another Perez. This is the second Perez of the night.
I think they should ban skirts. They are so distracting.
I think for combat sports, yeah. If they don't look respectable, because you're making a mockery of the sport. This guy's coming over here and he's in a stupid looking skirt. He's got some corn braids and a really messed up looking beard. I don't know, the audio sounds a little echoey. I don't know if it's repeating. All right, we have our caveman who's now lifting his hands like he's raising the roof. What do you say about this guy, Bob?
He looks like he belongs in that Sasquatch commercial.
He looks sort of like Clay Guida in a way. He's got.
What I don't like is when they come to combat sports where, you know, the chin is a particular danger zone with a chin helmet. He should have to shave.
He's got corn braids and a giant beard, looking a little like Gary Oldman from True Romance.
I just don't think you should be allowed to have all that padding on your face.
Yes, he's like a homeless Amish. He's like a meth head Amish. He looks like a meth out Amish. He looks like somebody made like a comedy where an Amish guy moves to the hood. Right? That's what it looks like to me. All right, so we have our other guy coming to the ring right now. We're going to learn all these fighters. I've been trying to keep up with the bare knuckles fighting, but just haven't been able to do it. But I'm going to keep trying. We're getting better and better. We're going to try to stick to all these cards. I might even get a membership to the... I'm going to get a membership to the BKFC. It's only $7 a month. It's not bad. There's a lot of good fights on here. Most of the fights tonight have been good, I thought.
That is true.
They are entertaining. These guys are not just all dancing around. They're actually fighting each other. And it's a rainy night over here at FU Sports, but that's okay because if you subscribe, we'll give you a nice we'll give you a poncho, bro. We'll give you a poncho. We'll send it in the mail. We're gonna start putting ponchos in the mail. Well, what do you think of that, Bob? Ponchos, FU Sports branded ponchos.
That would be great.
All right, so anybody you subscribe, eventually we're going to be putting out ponchos. They're going to be yellow, obviously, to go with the sports part of the logo, and we're going to have a red on it that says FU, so it's going to have a big FU on it in red. And then the yellow we'll have in the back, we'll have like sports, and in the front it'll be an FU. Okay, so now we're going to the first round of our fight here.
The knockout's going to come.
All right. All right, we're going to hear the tail of the tape right now. Bob is sitting beside me. We're watching a man who looks a lot like Wayne Newton or Liberace. This guy has two bow ties on.
I was just trying to figure out what he's wearing.
He's wearing two bow ties.
By Lions Not Sheep Apparel. Introducing you first. Fighting out of the red corner tonight, he wears black and silver. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall. His official weight.
I think I like that branding more than the UFC branded tap out clothes. Lions Not Sheep can apply to many things, but tap out. Why would you wear a shirt that says tap out? What does that mean? Like you tap out? That's like wearing a sweater that says whore on it. Tap out. So what do you? I think Conor McGregor should wear a shirt that says tap out. Because, he taps out a lot. Okay, we got a bunch of cowboys on this side. Everyone's wearing cowboy hats. Keith Richards' side, everybody has a cowboy hat.
He is also undefeated at 2-0.
Wait, his name's actually Keith Richards?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he's not one of the Rolling Stones, don't worry.
I thought you were just saying because he looked like him a little bit.
Richardson.
Richardson. It said Richard, but whatever. Same thing.
Referee in charge of the action, Kerry Hatley.
Carrie Hatley. That is a man.
Keith Richardson said, I went to
Carrie's a
engage
male name.
in the mid-range
It was
on my
originally
own
a
terms
male
with
name,
Derek
I
Perez,
think.
but more importantly, I wanted
All right, both men in the ring.
on my own terms.
I think Perez is wearing a skirt. It seems like every person of color, as they call them, are wearing skirts this evening. If you're a white dude, you're wearing trunks. If you're Hispanic or black, you're wearing a skirt. All right, so we got Perez, another Perez. We have back-to-back Perezes. Okay, Perez shooting in a lot of big. Perez shooting in with lefts and rights. Shooting in with those lefts and rights from Perez. I didn't say the name of the round. This is round number 1, everybody. Round number 1.
Oh.
Perez has just been dropped. Perez has been dropped. I don't think he's going to be able to get up. I think he might be out. Sometimes they stop fights when guys fall over. I think the fight's off. I think it's over. I think he's knocked out. I think we got a KO over here, people. Not even a TKO. This is a KO. Looks like he jumped into a hand, I don't think it's going to continue this.
Yeah, I think
it's over. We got Richardson over here wearing his cowboy hat. This fight is definitely over. Richardson has won. Keith Richards. Keith Richardson has won by first round KO. I hadn't even put the fucking number of the round yet, and the guy was already knocked out. I also got to change up one of my buttons here because it turned on some other external screen, which is really annoying.
He knocked him into next month over there.
Yeah, there's something weird happening with the one over here. It's activating. I have to fix my keys here a little bit because it's actually activating other screens. Okay, so big right hand, big right hook on Perez's chin.
Yeah,
sends him down. He did not proper defense. He's not defending himself properly. He slipped that right hand right through there. He threaded the needle, and it's over. It wasn't much of a needle to thread. That was a really big hole in that needle.
That was a factory reset on Perez's
That was a large hole he left there, and he got hit right in it. Perez was finished. Perez looking a lot like I said, he's just looking like an Amish guy that lived in the hood for like a year, and he paid the price. He thought he was really tough, and it turns out the cowboy was much tougher. All right, so we got first round knockout. Perez knocked out. You are watching FU Sports. It's just me and Bob, bro. Just me and Bob. And it's a rainy night. And like I said earlier, when you guys subscribe in the future, you're going to get yourself a FU Sports branded poncho. So subscribe to FU Sports. It's awesome.
Looks
it's cool.
Like that
it's
dude's
awesome.
missing a tooth in the front of his mouth.
Bob is saying that...
Cowboy man.
Bob is saying that... Perez might be missing a tooth.
No, not Perez. This guy.
Oh, sorry.
Richardson.
Richardson is missing a tooth, supposedly. He might be. Who knows?
I guess Perez has recovered.
Maybe he got it kicked out by Cal or something.
But you know what? I have to say, I really appreciate the sportsmanlike conduct, except for that whole weird Bryce Hall fight. The fighters are respectful. They're coming like appropriate professional athletes would come to an event. There's none of this other nonsense, the dramatics and the shenanigans, which are just so boring. So yeah, I appreciate that. Really do.
All right, so Bob appreciates the sportsmanlike conduct. They do it a lot in UFC too. You know, when guys are at, when you have athletes like this, you want to have people. You want them to be. They gotta do the right thing and be sportsmanlike. You know, this is a sport. Both guys are training. Yes.
You don't need to be an asshole to pack seats unless you suck.
Yes.
If you're a shitty fighter, then yeah, you need to rely on the shit talk. But if you're a fighter of quality, you don't need to do all of that.
All right,
it just makes me like lose respect for you.
Well, I think we're going into the main event now. All right, so this was the bantamweight division. Bantamweight division. All right, a decent little sneaky right hand coming in, knocks Perez basically, they called it a TKO. He could not continue. I wouldn't call it a TKO. I'd call it pretty much a KO. I mean, the guy could not continue. He was about to get knocked out. I guess if you just knocked him clean out, but it looked like a knockout just because they could say TKO, but the guy was finished. You know, he could barely stand. So he had a very hard time standing. The only thing that was holding him up was the ropes. I'd probably call that a knockout. They're showing Perez again in advertisements pouring energy drink on his face. And I am sneezing because this is FU Sports and we are awesome. Subscribe. They're showing an advertisement for that energy drink for the millionth time. And I think we're heading into our main event. All right, I'm going to put on a little music maybe over here. We'll put on something classy for you guys. Something classy. Some classy music, of course, because that's what we are here at FU Sports. Just like the name. It's a classy name. A classy name for a classy channel. Right? That's what I always say.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about the card so far, Bob?
I think it's really entertaining. I appreciate that there's been a lot less shenanigans, but I'm sensing the creep of the shenanigans ever since La Casa ever since La Casa and Sanchez.
And Sanchez?
Yeah. I feel like after that fight, everything got a little bit swirly. I think that this last fight was a legitimate, like, KO. I don't think it was a TKO. I think it was a KO. He factory reset that dude's brain.
That was a big shot, and it was right on the tip of the chin.
Are we at the main event right now?
I have to check and see. I'm not sure. I think
they're doing fancy lighting, which makes me
it looks
think.
like we might be going into our main event.
And all the underwear ladies are in there.
Sorry about our scorecard. I'm going to be fixing that for tomorrow's stream. I'm going to really focus on having that ready before the stream starts.
What's on tomorrow?
It's the Avanete. I think that's his name. Navarrete, yes. Versus Ortiz.
Yeah,
or
we're
is it
at
Ortiz?
the main event. Dodson versus Ridge.
Valdez versus Navarrete. All right, so the next fight is that's in boxing.
Shrimplets.
That's fight I just named that's in pro boxing.
Look at the little munchkins. Oh, we're watching munchkins fight. That's so cute.
Okay, I just adjusted Bob's mic. It's peaking. I'm going to check and see if the sensitivity is messed up, and I'm going to be bringing up I'm bringing the audio up for the BKFC card, and I'm going to be checking Bob's mic because it's peaking constantly. It looks like we're getting our main event is coming up.
Before his 38th birthday, J.R. Ridge is now set for the biggest fight of his life. Born in the Philippines, based in Florida, J.R. Ridge enters 3-1 in BKFC. He's a member of the United States Sand Show national team, which captured the bronze medal in 2006 at the World Championships in China. In our fighter meeting, Ridge said, "From my Sand Show base and background,
I wouldn't doubt it.
From the outside,
I think he'd probably definitely do bare knuckles. He'd probably do really well too. Probably beat everybody.
He put on strength and condition this time. Feels like he's stronger than ever. Can utilize that, and then when he wants to push his opponent around, he wants to use angles, straight punches. Feels like timing is his key right now.
All right, so our sensitivity has not changed, but it was peaking. Hopefully our audio will be good after this. Beth Kayaya, whatever her name is, does not fight for BKFC. What's her name? Beck Rollins, yes. I like her. I think she's a really good fighter. I don't know why Bob's mic is peaking, but again, the program's a little weird. We're going to lower this a little bit. All right, we have Ridge in the ring right now. They're saying he's 38 years old. And I am drinking another water because water is sometimes good for you in certain situations. Okay, we got Ridge in the ring. What do you think of Ridge? Bob? Yes, speak directly into the mic.
Not call himself Ridge, call himself Shrimp.
Right into the mic, please.
Shrimp 2.
All right. I'm going to have to bring your audio up because it looks like the audio form is really low on you. Okay, speak, please.
So do you know much about these two fighters?
I know about Dotson. I know that he was a big UFC guy. Big UFC fighter. Okay, Bob.
All right. Well, it looks like And another thing that I appreciate about this promotion is even though they do a lot of shenanigans, they don't do these never-ending ramp-ups to fights.
All right, so John Dodson is now entering the ring.
John Dodson is doing a dance on his way to the ring.
Yes. Here we go. Dodson's entering the ring. John Dodson looking sort of like a Ninja Turtle. He does.
They both look like little ninja
Bob's mic is a little bit low. I don't know why. I just adjusted it some more. We're gonna see if it's actually.
Is this better?
Talk.
Talkity talk talk talk.
All right. So Bob's mic is peaking because it's mixed with my mic, which I'm very annoyed by. It seems to always happen in every single stream.
Well, why don't we focus on the fight?
We're focusing on the fight right now. Hopefully, we have good audio for this one.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
John Dodson's getting patted down right now.
It's like he's going through TSA.
Yes, exactly. They have to see if he has any weapons.
He cannot have more than like 1.5 ounces of shampoo.
These are the first quote-unquote people of color who don't have skirts on tonight.
Well, I'm sure one of them probably has OnlyFans and blazoned across his butt.
They had some complaints. They were like, what, I can't wear my skirt?
They were back there with scissors cutting the skirt flaps off.
They were trying to turn their shorts into skirts. All right, the fighters are being announced right now. Let's listen to this.
5 2-minute rounds for the inaugural.
For anyone who's just joining us, we're watching John Dodson versus Junior Ridge. This is for the flyweight championship of bare knuckles fighting. This is BKFC 48 live. It's happening live. It's happening right now. If you can make it quick enough, you can go to BKFC.com and you can subscribe and get this fight for free. It's free right now. It's worth it. Do it quick. And no, I'm not being sponsored by BKFC, but I would totally be fine with it. BKFC, send me an email.
I have to say, like, BKFC is actually worth it. I wouldn't pay.
I wouldn't mind being sponsored by BKFC. BKFC puts on some good cards, man.
Boxing, but BKFC I would pay for.
BKFC is worth paying for, I think. They are putting on some good cards. For $7 a month, it's worth it.
I will absolutely steal a Canelo fight because that's just garbage.
I probably wouldn't say that on here.
I would steal a Crawford fight because it's garbage. But I'll pay for BKFC with a bunch of people I've never seen before because they're actually
Yeah, they're actually fighting. They're actually entertaining. We're going to lower our classical music just a little bit. It's raining out here, people. It's raining. We're in the main event.
Is it raining, man?
It's raining, man. Hallelujah. Subscribe to FU Sports.
It's raining men and like bodies on the floor. Are they singing the song?
Are they?
It's both about people falling from the sky.
Oh, but I wish your mic was louder, but it's peaking. I don't understand what's with the mics on this.
My mic is doing what it's doing.
Bob's mic is always doing something weird.
So why don't we focus on the fight?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in 2 audio interfaces in the future.
But people are here to hear about the fight, so let's give them that.
All right, I've adjusted it some more. We are about to announce. They're announcing John Dodson right now.
What is this thing? They're all fiddling with their mouth guards.
I don't know. The guys just love to look mean.
It doesn't look mean. It looks stupid. It looks like a horse that you put peanut butter on.
He does look a little bit. John Dodson's looking a little bit like a horse who's enjoying his feed.
It's looking very Mr. A.
It's like a thing.
That's what they're trying to.
They try to look mean, I guess. I don't know.
It looks stupid.
Yeah, John Dodson is still in pretty good shape. He's got a lot of grease on his face. I think it's just Vaseline. Okay,
How
we're
old
just
is
gonna.
John Dodson?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what age he is, Bob. I wish this. Okay, here we go. We're going into the first round. Round number 1. Fighters are hitting gloves. Getting ready to fight over here. They're hitting skins. Sorry about that. That's terrible. And it's all right. Okay, John Dodson just stepping forward. Nice left hook from John Dodson. John Dodson is a big puncher with gloves on.
Wait a second. Dodson has OnlyFans on his butt.
Does he?
I was joking about that.
They always do. The big ones always do. That's messed up. Someone had to have it, right? That's pretty degenerate. And John Dodson got the white and the black socks. What is he, Jake Paul? He's doing the whole duality thing.
The porn site on his platoon.
It's kind of not. Maybe it's not. Oh, whoa, Ridge is hurt bad, and Dotson was about to shoot in for a freaking takedown. It looked like. And this might be over. Dotson has dropped. He has dropped Ridge on the floor, and Ridge is staying down. Maybe a thumb. Maybe a thumb. That looks like the ref is saying it was a push. Ridge is down on the ground right now. This mic is turning red for some reason. All right, so Ridge is down on the ground. I'm not sure. Maybe Ridge was poked in the eye, maybe. That's what they're saying. I don't know, it looked like a punch to me.
Oh no, I saw it. I don't think it was intentional.
Was it a thumb?
It looked like a thumb.
All right, Ridge is in the corner. It looks like he might have got thumbed in the eye, according to what they're saying.
You see, I don't think it was an intentional thing, but I think that Dodson was like doing I think he just didn't turn over his punch all the way, and so got him like kind of halfway.
Yeah.
Instead of turning the punch all the way over, his hand was kind of like at an angle, so he got him with his thumb. Ugh.
Yeah.
Not good.
I don't know. Yeah, so Ridge got thumbed in the eye. I don't know if this fight's going to be stopped here. It looks like he's hurt. I don't know if he's going to be able to continue. They're saying it was a push down. I don't think it was a push down. It looked like he landed some punches.
I think that he got hit, and
They're saying he pushed him to the ground. I don't know. We'll have to watch that replay again.
Off camera, off microphone, referee Andrew Glenn coming over to our commentary position, telling me that the punch was legal, that the pushdown was illegal. So 5-minute medical time.
They're giving him 5 minutes to recover from a pushdown. That's kind of weird that you can't push people down, but you can like hold them and hit them, right? You can like no, I mean I don't know if it was a pushdown. It looked like he's just completely off balance from the punch. Left hook lands perfectly from Dotson. I mean he landed a series of left hands there. Hall looks like a space cat, like he's just. I don't. They're saying it was just a pushdown. I don't think they're saying it's a thumb. I think they said it was a legal blow. They're just the debate is about a pushdown. So they gave him 5 minutes to recover, which is just weird. I mean, in this sport, you can push a guy's head down and throw uppercuts. So I don't see what the big problem is with the push down. But yeah, Hall is he's hurt, man. They're giving him a big breather over here. Not Hall. Why am I calling him Hall? His name is Ridge. They're showing it again. They're showing it. It's like in reverse, which is weird. Why are they showing this in reverse? All right.
He didn't really even try to push him down. He was coming forward, and it was just
All right,
kind of
so
ran into each other.
looks like Ridge was off balance after being hit with multiple left hooks.
If you're trying to come forward to punch.
All right, we still got a little bit more time. I think they're giving him a breather. He has up to 5 minutes. It looks like he's ready to continue. We have Ridge stepped into the center of the ring. John Dotson back in the center of the ring, and we're about to fight. The fight was not stopped. The fight was not stopped. Okay, and Dotson hits it with another left hook. Another left hook, and another one. And he's pushing them all around. John Dotson is a very strong wrestler. John Dotson has got incredibly fast hands and feet.
John Dotson is serving some like old school manufacturing.
He is very fast, very, very fast. He's John Dotson, incredibly underrated striker. Like he totally, like you want to see a guy who can knock out Jake Paul. Even though he's way smaller, I could see him knocking out Jake Paul very easily, too. Very quick. Within 1 round, I'll knock Jake out. He's a very strong puncher. He's got very strong hands. He's destroying Ridge right now. Ridge is down again. Ridge is on the ground again. I mean, it's John Dotson's fist. He's just got strong hands. He broke his face. Ridge has been counted out. This is a KO. Ridge could not continue. I thought this was the first round, wasn't it? I could be wrong. I mean, it just felt like it was more than 2 rounds because the big break. They gave the guy 5 minutes. John Dotson just beat Ridge's ass, and he is now. John Dotson has become the flyweight champion.
people saying Terrence Crawford beat the brakes off of Earl Spence. No, that did not happen. That was beating the brakes off.
I'd like to see Crawford fight Dotson in the bare knuckles ring and see how far he goes with that one.
I'd like to see Terrence Crawford fight.
John Dotson's a very good wrestler too. John Dotson just was pushing this guy around.
That was a decisive victory. But like that's also kind of the difference, right?
John Dotson.
Like in a lot of boxing promotions, you just see fighters who have attained some level of fame get to coast for like years at a time. And because they have rabid fandoms, their coasting is acceptable. This card, even though there was some kind of hinky stuff, was actually like really entertaining. I would watch more fights if more fights were happening tonight. You know, I would keep watching this card. I can't think of a card in any other promotion in recent history where I've been like, wow, I want to see more of that.
Yeah,
usually I'm just annoyed by the end.
Yeah, I feel like it's been a good night of fights for BKFC. I think this was the main event. I'm lowering this. I don't know what's up with my audio. The next stream, I'm going to be connecting 2 boxes to our computer. I'm going to fix these audio issues. Been annoying me for all the cards we're doing. It's a problem with the software I'm using, but I'm going to be connecting 2 different interfaces for each mic just to get this out of the way. We're now hearing the decision, and obviously it was a KO. So.
BKFC World Flyweight Champion, John the Magician.
Round 1, wow.
Yeah, I told you, round 1. I told you it was one. It felt longer because it was 5 minutes to wait for him to recover, which he isn't going to recover, and he was getting beat up.
We might have to change this nickname, man, from the Magician to the Buzzsaw to something, man. First round, taking him out, 3 fights, 3 wins. John Dotson, you are now a world champion. How's that feel?
Look, Mom! I did it!
Man, you looked really good in there. Obviously, they called a foul, they called a push down, but that did not deter you whatsoever. You got right back on him, put him away.
Yep, John Dotson destroyed this guy.
What's next for you? Is it taking on all
John Dotson, I told people, John Dotson is a really good fighter. Great fighter, actually. He's great in every way. He can wrestle, he can do it all. Big puncher, too.
So sorry to everybody else that wants to step up to plate. You can fall down and down at my feet, left and right.
He usually doesn't. He's usually always pleasant. I think he's playing it up.
Well, Japanese butt out there, and I'm gonna go strike. So let's go. Woo!
He's usually pleasant. He's not really a trash talker. I think he's playing it up.
John the Magician Dotson.
John Dotson in the middle of the ring dancing, you know.
He's looking like he's going to be a dominant champ. This guy has been picture perfect right now. Hasn't taken any hard shots. Great power, great attitude.
John Dotson, I mean, he really is a good champion for, a flyweight champion for the BKFC. He's going to be hard to beat, that's for sure.
That was a nice performance. I mean, it was a minute and 49
He's always
seconds
dominant.
Of performance, but that was very nice.
He's very dominant.
I want to see more of him.
Yeah.
I want to see who he fights next.
Yeah, John Dotson is really making his resurgence, however you say it. Resurgence. How you say it?
Resurgence.
Yeah, he's making his resurgence surgeries in the bare knuckles fighting. I mean, he's a great MMA fighter too, but it seems like the BKFC is really the sport for him. It allows him to just use his best tools, which is his boxing and also wrestling. There is wrestling in here.
He's so fast.
He's extremely fast.
So fast.
His dirty boxing is really fast too. I could see him destroy basically anybody in this sport.
How many children does he
I could see him beating.
Oh my goodness, his wife is so much taller than he is.
I could see him beating Mighty Mouse in this sport. I can see him beating a lot of different fighters. Henry Cejudo. Maybe Henry Cejudo could come over here and fight him in the BKFC.
Oh, that would be interesting.
BKFC. A lot of MMA guys. He should start challenging these MMA guys because that's what he is, right? But he's always been a striker as well.
This was a really fun card. This was actually a really fun card.
Yeah, I think it's been a good card. Yeah.
I'm usually very salty and angry by this point in the evening. But that
He's
was
showing
fun.
it all right
That was
now.
actually
His
really fun
first
to watch.
was phenomenal. I
Yeah.
still think that's the fight of the year this year.
They're saying it's the fight of the year. Which one is the fight of the year?
What else do you do besides putting him in the title fight, in my opinion? He's just been nothing short of phenomenal. He's shown he can do it all. That's what we want to see. Guys who are good offensively, defensively, but when they need to, they can bite down.
Yeah, it was.
He's proven.
I mean, he took him out real quick.
Tonight at 165 pounds, Chris Lytle is most definitely the man. At 165 pounds, Bryce Hall, he is a superstar in the social media world, taking out cheap.
They just keep going on with Bryce Hall. Come on, let's forget about Bryce Hall. He's just some corny YouTuber.
Maybe, he'll go out, get drunk, and like fall off a bridge somewhere or something.
Yeah.
I'm not hoping he dies. I just wouldn't be sad if I never saw him fight again.
Yeah, I mean, he was losing. He was losing the fight.
I feel like when you start getting those like cult of personality types in a sport, it just goes to shit. Because then people are like rabid fans of the person, not the sport. Like you should, even if you like Bryce Hall or Dodson or whomever as a person, like you like them, you should come to the fight to see who wins.
Yes.
Regardless of what you feel about them.
Yes, I mean, like me, I like combat sports. That's what I like. I watch them all. There's some people that don't care. I mean, they just want to see the superstars or whatever. But I knew this was probably going to be a good fight because John Dodson's he's an exciting fighter. He's a really good fighter. Any fight he's in usually is exciting. Some big knockouts tonight. Come to the end of the Bare Knuckles fighting card. If you guys didn't watch it, I think you can go on bareknuckles.com and watch it after. It's a free card, and it is worthy of pay-per-view. It should be pay-per-view, but it was free. They're really trying to build the sport up. It's pretty brutal, man. Like because of the blunt force, the bare knuckles, the guys are getting real bruised up and black eyes and all that. But it's actually they've studied it, and they said it's actually less dangerous than MMA or boxing because they're not wearing gloves, which usually the fighters have the risk of breaking their hands. They got to turn over their punches properly, so they don't usually throw as many punches. But the guys go down quick, and they do get things broken because of the blunt force. The hands are hard. And they feel in full force every time they land. They're showing a replay of Dodson's win. I mean, Dodson is unconventional, too, the way he kind of dives in at you. He is just so fast and so powerful. And he was throwing ridges around. He was like, because there's wrestling in BKFC with the dirty boxing. It's really just a mixture of wrestling. It's almost like in a way, it's almost like a Muay Thai clinch, but without the legs, without the knees. It's all uppercuts and hooks. That's what you land with the dirty boxing, which I think they should bring that to gloved boxing. They should bring the dirty boxing into it, because then we can weed out those Floyd Mayweather kind of fighters who jump in and they put their head down and tackle in. If you can just grab them and just start hooking off on them, they would stop doing that.
Struggle snuggles.
Yeah, we're not here to watch hugging.
I don't even like watching hugging in UFC, where it's allowed.
Yep. So it's a pretty good night of fights. We're going to be getting out of here. All right. Subscribe to FU Sports, people. If you enjoyed this, subscribe to FU Sports. And remember, or I should let you know, we're going to be doing streams also on Rumble.com, Rumble, Facebook, and what's the other one? Twitch.com. We're going to be on all of the platforms. We're going to be streaming to all of them live at the same time with YouTube and all that, because we're not trying to get shut down by keeping ourselves on just one network or one website, because I've had some bad experiences with the network or with the site we're streaming on right now, so I'm looking to branch out and get it on different streaming services. But it's going to get better. Yes, there's some audio problems, but it's going to get better. I'm going to iron it out. I'm going to focus my time on it. Me and Bob are going to focus on it. We're going to get it down right. I hope this one sounded good. But we're going to be getting out of here. So, we didn't have a 12th round, but this is our 12th round animation. This is for the boxing card, for the boxing scorecard. All right, so we're going to be getting out of here. You have anything to say, Bob, before we go get out of here?
Fuck regular boxing. Bare knuckles.
I mean, I love boxing, but this is kind
It's become bullshit. This was actually a really good fight. This was a really good card. And you know what? Boxing needs to step up. Because I like boxing too. I like it a lot. I've been watching it with you for 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, it's very disappointing to see the nonsense. And it was so refreshing to just see fighters fighting. Like, that was so fun. So, yeah. Get your shit together, boxing.
Yeah, boxing needs to... Boxing really needs... Boxing, I'm going to fix Bob's audio before I finish up. I took the noise suppression off just to see what the audio would sound like. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I'm closing the show out like this is kind of weird. All right. Yep. 1 second, please. Yes, I don't know where it is. All right, so from FU Sports... well, again, you guys got to like subscribe to the channel, right? I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to have the Rumble graphic and all that up soon. It's a rainy night, but it's still awesome at FU Sports. It's always awesome at FU Sports, even when it's raining. We don't give a shit. We're here all the time, right, Joe Pesci?
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this piece of shit? What?
Get out of here, Van Damme. We're going to stay here. We're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep doing it. And we're going to keep playing hip-hop, I guess, from FU Sports. See you tomorrow, people. Navarrete versus Valdez. See you tomorrow.